Welcome back to Tabletop Diaries, where we'll be playing ShadowDark, Zine Volume 1, Diablerie. Before we get into this, a couple things I've noticed or we kind of fubbed up on. I've learned that crossbows when we're reloading, you technically should not have been able to move afterwards.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah,
I caught that in the listen back.
Yeah, same.
So you reload and you stop?
So you either, if you reload, you can't move. It negates your movement because it's going to take you time to reload it.
Action.
Yeah. You could choose to move and then reload at the beginning of your turn, then you can't move, and then you could still do your action, but then you won't move. So if you reload, that takes all your movement away.
Gotcha.
This story so far. Our heroes prepare an attack plan on a nearby bandit camp that seems to be terrorizing the village of Wardenwood. They all gather supplies of the fire persuasion and are accompanied by 3 archers, Hera, Mort, and Gertie, a dwarf, a goblin, and a halfling. Y'all make your preparations and decide to head out to the bandits' camp. You decide to wait until dark before planning your attack on the bandits' camp. And in doing so, during camp, you come into contact with an owlbear. With some quick thinking with your ranger buddies, you end up thwarting a possible conflict and basically feeding the owlbear and having it leave. Pretty smart thinking, one of y'all. Good job. However, in doing so, you essentially traded the lack of conflict for no rest. However, it didn't slow you down with such a good strategy. You guys decide to basically bombard the bandits camp with fire, arrows, and flasks and essentially just burn it down to the ground. And in doing so, with all this in frenzy, you catch a figure with similar armor to a good friend of yours. This person seems to be wearing the same armor of a certain knight of Idris. At first, he seems to be leading the charge of the bandits, but quickly he surrenders when he realizes he's outnumbered. Before y'all decide to leave with him as essentially a prisoner, this tree in the middle of the camp breaks apart, revealing this Marrow Fiend, a giant hulkish wolf-like creature with Sunni muscles and bony flesh almost, and a sappy burning spit that essentially just holds you down. You end up defeating this with the cost of one of your archers, Gertie, and end up killing Greaves, this alleged knight of Idris. After this intense battle, you all warily make your way back to Wardenwood, where essentially you all are just gathered around. It is about 10 a.m. Your 2 archer buddies have left to go tend to some other matters and tell everybody about the loss of Gertie. Y'all are essentially in the middle of town, licking your wounds, where we're starting at. I believe you all have the armor and the sword from this said knight. And here we see y'all essentially in the middle. What would you all like to do? It's about 10 in the morning. The town's, at its normal pace of going about things. Some people see you and eye you, and you guys look pretty beat. They kind of just look at you. You give them that look of don't ask, and they just kind of hurry and go about their business. What would you all like to do?
Could probably go brief Pipit and then hightail it to the hotel.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Tobin, are you feeling okay?
Not really, Mrs. Redcap, no. And you see he's like very downtrodden, kind of staring down at the ground the whole time as we make our way there.
What's wrong? Eid's supposed to be merry. You're supposed to be merry, Tobin.
Yes. This last week or 2 or 3, however long it's been the most insane and crazy time in my life. Traveling with you 3.
We've added a lot of value. You got to do the Tobin maneuver twice.
Gods. And that light that we saw before coming here. I don't know, it's probably just a trick of the woods, but I can't help it.
I thought it was Shun at first, but I've been rethinking that. They said they were talking about a castle and that Mugdo Club was there.
Right. I wouldn't trust anything in the ShadowDark. Could be an illusion. Trying to suck you into something else.
I mean, we have been hearing a lot about this Bittermold Keep and the Mugdelblub, or whatever his name is. could be true, it could not, but it also told us that the realms do not look upon us.
They do not. We have learned that the hard way so far.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
I can't trust it. There's the only way I'm still alive right now is because of Geed.
Well,
And-
I'm still alive because of you.
Well,
That is true.
through Geed. It's through her that I'm able to cast any magic at all. And I mean, I don't know. I've just got a lot to think about. We should tell Pippin.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, let's brief Pippin. I can use a rest. I can literally want to close my eyes for a few hours.
Y'all slowly make your way to the 24 chimneyed in tower
Ah, God.
town hall.
So many chimneys.
Why?
Because every room
Why?
needs its own fireplace.
What's the purpose?
So everybody could have their own fireplace. Or like nobility or
Quality
something.
guest living.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how to route multiple channels of smoke through the same chimney back then.
They lacked a Benjamin Franklin to try to retain the heat.
I remember Mrs. Redcap and her statue situation.
Oh my
I
God!
I just remembered that.
We lived to see what happens with that.
I forgot who I just popped in my head. Statue situation.
The Tobin maneuver statue.
Oh, God.
I can't believe you did that.
What a waste
It
of
was
money.
worth 12 gold.
It's
It was so worth 12 gold.
So funny. It's immortalized now.
Just in case we die.
Because even if he doesn't make it, he's gonna tell somebody about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If we're going to die, we got to leave some kind of stamp somewhere.
Create the lore. Just
Good thinking, Mrs. Redcap.
So yeah, our future characters can come through Wardenwood like halfway through the campaign and be like, "Who's Tobin?"
I should commission a statue of me holding the hag's head.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
No.
3D print it.
oh, yeah.
That'd be cool, too.
Y'all make your way to the town hall with its 24 chimneys. You see Mary cleaning the corner. She looks at you, Miss Redcap, like, and then looks at all you and realizes the state you're all in, and it's like, oh, and just kind of backs up and goes back to sweeping. As you all make your way to the door and knock on it, it opens up, and you see Pippin, the familiar halfling. Oh, thank the gods, you're alive.
Really?
Hey, yeah, you guys look god awful.
Bandits look worse.
That's good news.
we purified them with a vile fire.
You no longer have a problem of bandits.
That's great news. Oh, thank
There
the
was
gods.
something else in there, though. That's why we look like this.
Something else in where? In the bandits camp?
There's a bloody tree demon thing in the middle, and
We took care of it. But that's why we look like this.
Oh, for Taragna's sake. That's great news.
Also, Kirby got eaten.
Kirby.
One of the archers
Gertie.
you provided.
Oh, Gertie, sorry. Oof.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it was an intense fight. I mean, we barely survived.
oh, that's gonna really lower morale.
He
This
got
was-
a kill, though. He got blooded.
That's good news.
Yeah.
He was heroic, so his tales should lift morale up.
Ah,
We also saw an odd character in the camp. It may have been a Knight of Idris.
I don't know. I think-
Urix?
No,
No.
someone
Oh.
else. He might be impersonating a Knight of Idrix. We couldn't be sure.
He had the armor, but when everything went south, he discarded it, and was using some kind of
Magic.
magic.
His skin was branded and disfigured.
We got a sword, too, if Allura wants to look at these things.
Yeah, I've heard from her today. She's supposed to be on her way, but I'd assume she'd be here by now. I'm not really sure what this means. It's very concerning, but at least the bandits are dispersed or all dead, right?
The bandits are gone, the monster is dead, and the
Great
weird
news.
character that we described is also dead. You don't have to
Oh.
worry.
And you see him sigh like the heaviest of reliefs. Oh, God. Think. Taragnis Geed Ord. That's a heavy weight off my shoulders. Thank you all. I still have a lot to do, and I'll have to wait on word from Bauer Also, I got this writ from you guys that I gotta disperse and see what's up. See how we want to handle this. This is all great news. I'm gonna have to break the news to Gertie's, family. That's unfortunate.
I could do that for you if you want me to.
Oh, which
Now that I know his name, I'm ready.
family? Yeah. Are you familiar with Susan?
No, I don't know any Susans.
No.
Yes, but
The Bones
The
haven't
child?
talked to me about any Susans.
It's Gertie's wife.
Nancy's mother, Susan?
Yes.
Oh, no. Poor Susan.
Poor Nancy.
Perhaps Tobin should handle it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready to do that right now.
Is there a body?
No, he was eaten by the monster creature.
He was eaten?
He was swallowed whole in front of us. It was an intense battle.
We
Like I
got
said,
the thing that got him, though.
That's, you see him like just put his hand to his face, rubs his temple. Oh, that is awful. They don't have any ways to even bury him.
I wanted to cut the creature open, but it's made out of these bones and the hard shell corpse of a wolf. I don't even know how to describe it, but my intent was trying to cut it open and save him, but was beyond what I could do. I mean,
That's
like I said,
unfortunate.
we're barely alive. I mean, I think it was a matter of luck that we survived.
Y'all must have rolled high.
We have. We rolled high.
I suppose I should be the one to break the news to Susan and Nancy.
Fair enough. We'll give him the sword.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
we'll pull out our halves
Yeah.
of the Idris armor.
If you want to investigate these things.
He glances over it, just carefully puts it on the desk. I'll have one of the mages look at it if Alora doesn't show up later. I'm sure she's going to have words, but I guess I could send a message out. It might take a few hours, but hopefully it'll get there. That's very discerning, but I'm glad the threat's gone. Probably going to have to have a memorial service either tonight or tomorrow. See how they want to go about that. Probably be best to give them a day.
At least now your farmers can resume their farming activities outside the walls.
Yeah, this is true. Well,
Safely.
to be honest, they never stopped. Those bandits really didn't do hardly anything, but it's good to know that the threat is gone and they'll be more adventurous and more upgoing and lighten up the mood. Obviously, they work a little bit better and better harvest. So it's always better knowing that you don't have to watch your backs as hard. They will be happy. I wish I could, at the moment, offer you some sort of reward, but I have to prep up some stuff. Maybe tomorrow after the ceremony.
My
We can
reward
talk.
right now is to go to sleep.
Agreed.
We are aching.
That's understandable. I suppose I guess you go about your day. Gonna break the news to the family and get back to work. If y'all need anything, Maid Marian and any of the guards, happy to oblige you in anything you need.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, let me know if you need anything else. I'll either be here or around town or at Geed's Hearth.
Aye.
He looks
If
up.
you don't mind, spread the word and Geed's Hearth so they can welcome us back again. I think we have.
Oh, yeah, that's
we
right.
have a-
He looks at you.
Yeah. We would like
Mm.
to go back and behave ourselves and have a drink.
I don't know if I can face them right now.
Yeah, redemption is always humbling process.
Indeed.
Chin up, Tobin. We're still alive.
By some miracle, yes, somehow.
We owe it to Gertie to go have an ale
After
and
rest.
celebrate his name.
I need some sleep.
Well, I'll bid you farewell for now.
All right. He turns around, goes back to his paperwork. Y'all exit out the door. Y'all standing out in the halls. Anything in particular y'all want to do?
I'm going.
I'm gonna go take a shower and a nap.
Yeah, straight upstairs. Go into the room.
Yeah, get some
Okay.
food and just pass out for as long as my body wants to pass out.
You all do get free lodging and food. Drinks are served if you wish. One of the maids happily give you whatever drink you'd like, brought to you by your room. So basically room service. You take it as the minimum that Pippet can do as of right now is to basically feed you and house you for, job well. Mission Mission accomplished.
Mary's gonna be running up and down them stairs quite a bit. Then
She'll probably
two
have
ales at a time.
she'll probably have like a servant girl after like the third time. It's like, okay, gather some
Just
younger.
bring the whole barrel.
Yeah.
Just leave it here.
Just leave a barrel.
Yeah. So Tobin, you're deep in your cups and you're probably like writing or just whatever you're doing, reading a book.
Sitting on the edge of the bed, just staring at the floor.
Your window is stuck, kind of cracked open, and you're kind of beat. You don't even really care to even try to close. You try to close it once, and you're just so exhausted. Even like pushing it down is just jimmy it a certain way, and right now you're just not having it. But your candle goes out, and then you have to like get your tinder and swipe it out and do it again, and then you're like, the light keeps going out. Your candle keeps getting snuffed out. What'd you like to do?
He's gonna stare at the candle for a second. And then turn back, sit on the edge of the bed, clutch his holy symbol, and then try and cast the light spell.
As you go to try and cast your light spell, your holy symbol bursts in spikes.
Ah! What the hells? Ow.
It glows for a second, and then its normal color then turns red, and then the spikes slowly start growing back into the normal shape of your holy symbol.
He's gonna stare at it, hand shaking and, bleeding a little bit.
As the blood drops on the floor and you're staring at it, kind of confused and bewildered, the blood slowly falls and starts dripping on the floor and starts spelling out the word repent. And you are, without a doubt, knowing your God is displeased with your actions of essentially critically failing
The light spell.
Yeah. So a penance must be made.
I'm going to stare with my mouth dropped open, eyes wide, and then just drop to my knees, elbows on the bed, head down, and just start praying and begging for forgiveness in my drunken stupor.
What do you say?
Oh, dear goddess, please, I don't know how I've failed you to warrant this, but I have given my whole life to you, and I always will. Please, just however I need to repent, I will. Whatever you ask of me, I will do it. I don't even know if I'm following your will, fighting all these crazy monsters and bandits, but whatever you would have me do, I will do.
As you say these words, and then you open your eyes, on the wall, lit up, the words sacrifice, glowing and like golden on the wall. That slowly changes, and then an arrow just points outside.
I'm going to stare for a second, nod, and then get up, and I'm going to leave in the direction the arrow's pointing.
You go outside and you're making your way. Essentially, you just find yourself just walking a certain direction. And oddly enough, you eventually find yourself in the cemetery area. You see another person there, kind of kneeled down. Looks like they're tending to a gravestone.
What do they look like?
Looks like a halfling that you might know.
I'm going to stop for a second, kind of get a look of recognition, then head over there. I'm clutching my holy symbol with my bloody hand, by the way.
Okay. You go up there and you recognize Elena. Turns around and says, "Oh, Tobin, how you been?"
Hello, Elena. I've been better. How are you? Are you okay?
Oh yes. There's sometimes I like to come out here, and check on my grandmother. Passed away. It's been several years. About I can't remember, maybe 10, 20 years ago. But I like to like clean it up at times, and it's it's a pretty nice night out. So when it's nice and cool like this, it's good to like clean up a little. And sometimes I'll do the other graves just to maintenance it. I feel like the others, the dead need to be remembered. Otherwise, like they're just a forgotten memory. After a while, they're not even that.
That's very lovely. Do you mind if I help you? I need to do something, and
Oh, are you all right?
It's been quite a rough day, week, month, and I'll glance down to my holy symbol, open my hand, and the holy symbol has some blood on it now.
He glances at it. Oh, are you all right?
Yes, we took care of the bandits tonight. today, last night, I don't even know anymore. And, well, there was more than we expected, but anyways, that's beside the point. How about I help you?
Okay. Yeah, just if you like to get some like little shears and cut these weeds out.
Can do.
So how exactly did you get it on your hand? I've seen some of the guards, but I've barely ever seen less than like on the palm. You must have been clutching something really hard.
Oh, that happened after. You see, I, never had this happen before, but
I swear this is the first time.
it happens to everyone, don't worry. I think I know Geed is upset with me right now.
She looks at you. Oh.
I don't exactly know why, but I need to keep my hands busy while I think of how to pay it back.
Well, I used to know a priestess who at times strayed, and Geed, might have taken away some of her abilities. She actually built a little monument over here, actually, and she grabs your hands, like, if you will.
Yes.
Walks around a little ways around a big oak tree, and behind you kind of see like this little table with like some food that's all made out of metal. It's like a little statuette. And it looks like a miniature little feast table with like little cups and whatnot, tankards for mead and whatnot. She would usually place something of value here, and usually we'd drink, or she would like, pour out some blessings and pray to Geed. And sometimes it works. You maybe try it. I don't know if Geed listens. It seemed to work for her at least a few times before she decided to just leave. I don't know how she's doing anymore.
This is wonderful. Thank you, Elena. And a quick question. Has she ever spoken with you? Given you a sign?
Geed herself?
Yes.
I found signs here and there, especially when I first met Carlin. I was praying to Geed, like, for someone for support, and maybe it's my imagination, but when I was walking, I tripped, and my basket I was carrying, all my fruits and a loaf of bread, rolled straight to Carlin, and he picked it up, and we locked eyes, and it's gonna sound cheesy, but I just kind of fell for him right there, kind of figuratively and literally.
Lovely, and I don't suspect that's just coincidence.
I like to think Geed has her eyes on me from time to time. I'm not much of an adventurer, and I don't go spell casting as the more learned priestess and devout, but I do resonate with Geed a lot, and I helped build a Geed's hearth in her name, and I feel very blessed with it. So, and the harvests have always been fruitful. I think that's a blessing in itself.
I think so too. And as a lifelong devotee, I can assure you she's definitely fond of you and your temple, as I would call it.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna finish up here. If you'd like to take some time here, feel free. And I hope to see you soon at Geed's Hearth. I know situation is rough, but
I'm very sorry about that again.
It's not the worst that's happened, believe it or not. And maybe that has something to do with all of this.
Could be. I'd better ask for forgiveness then. Thank you, friend.
No problem. May Geed bless you. And she pats you on the shoulder and slowly walks off.
I'll nod and wait till she's gone and then turn and face the altar. Oh, dear. I'll kneel down in front of it, and I guess I'm gonna pull 5 gold coins out. And I'll place the 5 gold coins on the table, the little statuette thing, and bow my head. Dear goddess, I do apologize for straying, and I hope you will accept this sacrifice, and know that I do fully devote myself to you, your cause, and whatever you would have me do. I am your humble servant.
Let me ask you this. Would you, besides the gold, do anything maybe
Additionally,
additionally?
after a moment or two, I'll start to kind of get that itch, that restlessness. He'll reach in beneath the armor, pull out his flask, go to take a sip, and then stop. And I'll kind of look at the flask, look at the altar, This is what got me into trouble in the first place. And I'll set it on the altar next to the coins.
Sit there for several moments, just contemplating and having this sorrow and earnest feeling and look on your face. And the altar glows and your offerings glow and then just disappear. And you feel that maybe after a long rest, you might have your ability back.
Sweet. Very cool pendants.
That was an intense scene.
You were gonna talk to Gerby there for Gertie for this.
Gertie just comes back.
The ghost of Gertie.
Yeah.
You killed me.
Because of you, I have died.
I died because of you. I should have never trusted you.
I was digested like a cheeseburger.
And you did nothing.
That's why I'm not a DM.
Tobin would have a freaking heart attack if he saw Gertie in the...
Bringing this to Redcap, is there anything you'd like to do?
She would like to consult her bones.
All right.
So, Shun, they said I couldn't use a cauldron in here.
I don't
But
recall
they
anybody
didn't
saying
say anything about bones. They didn't say anything about bones. So we got a message. I thought it was from you, but now upon further reflection, the light was not vile enough for it to be you. So, I don't know what this message is, and I'm going to ask you about it. Is the phrase, "the realms are not watching us," good for our adventure? And she's going to shake the bones, and she's going to cast it on
The bones land in a scattered pile, and for a moment they start shaking, and then just shuffle and form a couple of words. Your question was, does
Does the phrase, "the realms are not watching you," is that a good thing or a bad thing for our adventure?
words not great pop up?
Try again later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay, well, then it might answer my next question. She's going to scoop up the bones again. She's going to be like, "Shun, Shuny, Shuny, Shun, goddess of vileness. Are we strong enough to go to Bittermold Keep yet?" And she's going to throw the bones down.
It's a tough question.
The bones hit again on the floor, scattered. They start to circle on the floor. First kind of slowly just rolling, then starts gaining speed and before it turns into dust. And then you still kind of see a little like dust devil of all the bone dust before it starts to slowly clear away, and a sentence comes out in Elven. It essentially says, "Strength comes from within. The better question is, are you brave enough?" That's all you get.
Scoop up the bones.
Well, now it's just a bunch of pile of dust.
Oh, okay, well,
Bone dust.
I'm gonna scoop up the dust and be like, "Well, okay, now I have to clean this up." Just can't have Mary do it. Mary's gonna judge me real hard after those troll toes. Okay. What time is it? Is she doing this consulting? I guess she's.
I'm assuming this is at night now.
Yeah.
I would say you guys probably take a nap, kind of, because
Yeah.
you guys are, even though it's been, you guys are beat.
Mhm.
You guys did kind of, well, you had broken sleep. So I say you probably like short rest a little, but for a long rest so we can start the day in the daytime. I'll let, yeah.
Nocturnal now.
Yeah. That's a mess up your,
Yeah.
sleep cycle.
Right.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, other than that,
Shun wants me to be brave. And so Mrs. Redcap is going to open up a window to see if it's light or dark out.
I would say it's still nighttime, but I'm assuming this is still nighttime unless one of you guys wanted to
okay.
do something during the day before, because y'all just said, yeah, we're just going to crash out,
Yeah.
All right, so this is all happening at night.
All right. Okay. So she's like, "Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Maybe I'll get a drink at Geet's Hearth. Maybe I got enough strength for that." It's not like I can invite any of my friends. Okay, so Mrs. Redcap is going to go to Geet's Hearth.
Okay. Val, are you doing anything this night right after, this crazy
I
adventure?
sank my body in a hot tub of water, and I drank, and I slept in that condition,
In the tub.
in the tub.
Okay.
And while in the tub, all I can think of is like, how did I get so domesticated into this situation? I miss the ocean. You know, I wouldn't have to deal with any of this. Well, it is what it is. I'll make the best of it. And then I'll drink some more, sleep some more in the water until it turns cold. And then I wake up feeling refreshed.
Still in the tub naked.
Yeah.
And
Pruny.
No, and then I get out and get dressed.
All right. Yeah, you spend the entire day probably just day drinking in a tub, which sounds pretty awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
That could be its own form of like personal carousal.
I was
New bucket list unlocked.
I was relaxing and contemplating how I got here, and I started to like miss, the ocean, because going through all that stuff made me think like, I could have been freer if none of that Night Haven Harbor stuff went down. My life would have been different, which is the wrong way to look at things, but I can't help but think about the past.
I will say, while you were the midst of your sleeping fits and drunkenness-ish, going in and out of sleep, and maybe just the rhythmic motion of your body moving in the water, kind of just playing drunkenly in it, and then your eyes closing in and out of sleep, you envision yourself on a great ship, and your buddy Vern's there, and he's at the top. What do you call that thing?
The lookout.
Mast.
The mast. He's at
Bird's
the
nest.
bird's nest.
Oh, that too.
He's at the bird's nest, the mast, looking out, and you look up, and you feel just at ease. You have this sense of accomplishment and adventure that you're just going forward as the boat's rushing along and the sea breeze is hitting you, and splashes and waves are hitting the boat, and some of that's like the waves kind of rippling off the boat and onto your face by the wind. It gives you a real sense of freedom that you remember back before the clouds start turning real dark suddenly and very quickly, and the waters start to get really troubling. The waves are getting harder, the boat's rocking back and forth, and then you see like a huge wave, and out of the wave itself, a giant like tentacle or something, a tendril, hits the boat and cuts it in half, and you are, by the pressure and momentum of how hard it's hit and how your boat's still moving, you feel you're getting thrown off the boat straight into another wave before you just see the other end of the boat getting split in half and your face about to hit the other side of it, and you wake up in a jolt, but then you see yourself back in the room holding the cup.
I would have been safer from the ShadowDark in the water.
I don't know how you got that from that, but okay.
It's a crow's nest. It's going to bother me for the rest of the night if I
It's a
don't say
crow's
it. No,
nest,
it's a crow's nest, not a bird.
And I think the mast
that's
is the
technically a
front.
bird. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know boats.
I don't know.
Don't
boats
at me,
either.
people.
It's a ship. It's a ship.
It's a ship.
When it's that big, it's a ship.
Other than that, you still have kind of dreams of just freedom in general, and your night is pretty nice, but there's still just that lingering thought of the world is not in a good spot right now. And that message kind of itches in the back of your brain of the realms are not looking on you in Mugdablub, Bittermold Keep, Duskthorn, Urix. All these names kind of just swirl in your head before you get some more sleep, and then eventually get up feeling pretty refreshed, probably donning on some nightgown and making your way to your room. All right, if there's nothing else, we'll fast forward to the morning.
Shouldn't we try to go to Syrinscape and see if we can get in?
So now that it's the new day, there is one more day left from the ban.
All right.
I've been keeping tabs.
We all went from 20 years of just the same old to a week of the most crazy monster fights and
Yeah. And it's not
madness.
like in those 20 years you haven't seen some
because the
crazy
walls
stuff.
would get attacked, but like
Yeah, you there was a tag, and especially Val and Vern being out there, they probably fended off some creatures here and there,
true,
which
yeah.
is why you can always roll for an intelligence check to kind of figure out what this creature is. I always throw that out there, or at least I'm going to now if I haven't already, or at least if you ask about it.
Fair enough.
So it's a new day. You all are fully rested. Your hit points are back. You don't got to expend a ration because you're in hometown.
Eat for free.
your hit points are back to full, the day is yours.
Now that we have completed our mission, should we head back home?
Well, I guess we need to hear back from Pippet about Bauer and the mage.
We came here to deal with the bandits, and they are dealt with.
Well, I don't really have any preference. Other than we should probably check in with leadership. Ugh, I hate that word.
Well,
You said it.
They also have the
I
information.
I wasn't intending on checking. We did what we came here to do, and we can just skedaddle. Unless
I mean,
y'all want to go to Bittermold.
I don't know. I mean, are you two not very bothered by the insane things that we've seen and done these last few days?
Well, it's a break from the monotony of where we come from, you must admit.
I mean, not just the fiend thing we fought yesterday, but I mean, the troll and the owlbear and the giant rock monster that came out of the ground. And is this just our lives now?
Well, I'm gonna try to look at this positively. Everything we have dealt with, it was only a matter of time for it to come towards us if we stayed in our little village. So, the other way to look at it is we anticipated all these things and dealt with them before they even hear about our existence and come towards us. Now they are dealt with. And we made new friends. Now, with all these new skills and experience we acquired, we can go further.
Val, you never failed to inspire me with how brave you are.
Why keep him around?
Vern. Well, that's why I keep Vern around.
Yeah, I suppose both of you are the bravest people I've ever known. And I can't believe I've been traveling with you and fighting all sorts of monsters and demons and what else?
Now you know what it feels like for me and Vern every time we head into the woods, to hunt.
It's like you go shoot the deer and you try to find food and gather it all for your family in a sense. But it doesn't really hold a lot of weight if you're not out there risking yourself. Sure, you could picture yourself shooting that arrow and killing that rabbit, that deer, the bull, but throwing yourself out there all the time is a risk in itself. And every time coming back alive, and if you do catch something out there that would come and try to kill you or hurt your family, I feel much more accomplished if we defeat it. I, for one,
before it gets
love
to us.
adventure.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Before we left home, would have thought you were just a crazy man with a death wish for saying that, but after
What would
killing
you
a troll with you?
would you think those bandits, if they finished off with this town, they will head our way and they discover our town and we are next. But now they are not.
And that attack went surprisingly well for us too.
Yeah.
We
I also thought they were all going to die at that point.
bandits weren't really the problem, it was underluck.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Actually, now that I think of it, if we didn't do anything, it was only a matter of time for Underluck to feed the bandits to that little monster.
Probably attack Wardenwood and then us.
And then attack Wardenwood with bigger strength.
Excuse me, and you see Maid Marian walk up to you. I don't suppose you might be interested, but I figured I'd tell you all anyway. There is a ceremony for Gertie happening around noon. If y'all like, it's in the cemetery. It's just further up the way, kind of northeast of the barracks.
I know how to get there.
Oh,
Is
okay.
there free food?
I don't. But food at a funeral, I don't.
We can eat here, Mrs. Redcap.
Oh, that's right. Sure.
Forgive Mrs. Redcap.
thank-
We will be there.
Yes, thank
for
you.
Gertie.
Odd
Thank-
customs you all must be from Hope's Keep, but yeah, no obligation. But I feel like you guys were the last ones to see him alive, so it'd probably do the village
Of course.
a decent bearing, and
He
blessing
fought
off.
bravely with us, and we owe him.
those are
Our
good words to
present.
hear.
That is.
He was always I know he was a little nervous a lot of times, but he was a good person.
He was.
He will be sorely missed, I know, in the community.
He was a good archer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mary, did someone come and pick up those troll toes?
No, are they supposed to?
They might. Just expect a visitor.
Oh.
An elaborate garb.
Okay.
All right. There's another place with free food, guys.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, Mary, for telling us.
Of course. She just walks off back to her maidly duties. What would y'all like to do? It's
Yes.
early in the morning right now, probably like 8 o'clock-ish, I guess.
We chill around, just go around, buy things, and then
You go shopping.
go to to the ceremony.
1 second, I gotta make a check.
Something explodes in your face. You're dead.
Y'all are just there for a moment before Pippet runs in. Hey, great, you're all here. Perfect. Please, to the room, the office, please. And you hear, I don't know if you'd hear anything. Yeah, give me a wisdom check, anybody.
4 plus 2 for a 6.
Roll 17, minus 1 wisdom, 16 total.
18. 17 plus 1.
Miss Redcap and Val, you all kind of sense something coming out of the room, like a weird pulse, if you will, and a very weird low humming sound as Pippet rushes to the door and opens it up. Come on. He opens the door and you see standing before you a very familiar female elf with these blacked out eyes, the long blonde hair. It is Olora. She stares at you all. Good. You are here. Come. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to check out the weapons. Sorry, there's a lot of provisions that had been made for the funeral, and obviously Alora's here now. Oh, thank God you're here. By the way, they did defeat the Silence. Pippet, I know. And she kind of walks over, sees the still placed armor and sword that you all have, looks at Pippet. Sorry, I forgot. They ran into a Knight of Aegis. I may have skipped that detail. I was in a rush. There's been a lot. Gertie's dead. I'm still making those. The funerals, the memorial is later in the afternoon. Fine. Come in. As you all make your way into the office and the doors just close behind you. I've heard you've all done great deeds. I must personally thank you all for helping our town in behalf of Bauer. Unfortunately, he cannot be here. We are still studying the books from Derek, Bittermold, and the excavation of Titania's hold. But I do have some information for you. If you'd all please have a seat. And chairs kind of just pull up next to you. If you decides to take them or not.
Sit down.
So, before I do this, have one of you roll a d20. What'd you get?
9.
9.
Roll
Okay. And roll a d4.
4.
Nice.
Hopefully. 4 trolls attack.
It has been some time, and I do have a bit of information, but I came to make sure that Wardenwood was still holding our last communication, and she looks at Pippet, was a bit worrisome. I know, I try to, sorry, I got in my cups. They were giving me a lot of information, and it was hard to take in, and I may have day drinking, and I forgot to send the message, the pigeon, and yeah, I have to try relax. I got all the spells for that. But here I am. Bauer and Derek are still going through a lot of investigations, although it will be slowed heavily while I am away. I'm sorry. Okay. And he kind of just backs himself up into the back of a corner, and she kind of faces you all. So I bet you all have many questions.
First of all, I just wanted to highlight that the armor and the sword that we acquired, we are not certain the individual who was wearing them was a Knight of Idris. He had bizarre tattoos and engravings on his skin, glowing red. Something didn't match, and he abandoned his armor easily. So, just wanted to highlight that. Perhaps Pippin wasn't eloquent enough to do that.
I'm sorry. Again, I was busy. Gertie died, and I had to deal with that and the, other bookings. I understand. The city is not in ruins, so that is a good thing. She pulls out an orb, looks at it, and then just says an incantation. Doom. A familiar looking aura flies around. Please do not take offense to this.
We have seen worse.
I'm taken.
She looks at the table real quick, says an incantation, cocks her head a little bit. Her eyes turn blue for like a moment before flashing back to the known black that just seemed to be engulfed in it. That is odd. They are indeed, well, the armor is indeed a Knight of Aegis armor, but is worth nothing more than plate mail would be for any other purposes. The sword, on the other hand, most peculiar. It is sentient.
Sword?
What does that mean?
It was either created or it's got a soul trapped in it. It can talk.
What is the sword telling you, Elora?
I'd have to wield it. It does not seem cursed,
It's not cursed?
but also it doesn't really give you anything more than just it being a sword and I guess someone to talk to if you're lonely.
I'll look at Mrs. Redcap.
Everybody else has a magical thing.
Do you want a talking sword?
I don't know if I can wield a sword.
Is it a short sword, long sword?
It's a long sword.
long sword.
I don't
perhaps
think I can do that. I gotta stick
It
to
was
my culture.
stolen from somebody? Seems the character who was wielding the sword was serving another master, and he was going to feed him the entire camp of the bandits. So perhaps he seems to be someone who will take things.
She turns around, walks up to the desk, picks up the sword, and you see her just kind of look at it, and her eyes turn. They start flashing like kind of slowly though, flashing different colors from a green to white out to a blue, then to a purple, and then back to a blue. And she sets it down. It's like, oh, that was weird.
It's not worth keeping.
That is up to you. These objects are useless to me. In fact, take them as reward for killing off this threat. You mentioned something about a wolf-like creature,
Yes,
I believe.
encased in some bony shell.
His,
It was hard to cut.
his follower called him Underluck. And he looked like some kind of a werewolf mixed with a moro tree and kind of almost undead. It was very disturbing.
He ate Gertie in one.
Got stronger. He
but-
healed.
He it heals by eating living things.
This is an incantation, and you see a floating scroll just pop up with a feather, and it just starts writing that.
That's awesome.
This is interesting.
Can you teach Pit Pit that spell? I think it'll make him less stressed out.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. We also got a message from a ball of light.
Could have been a trick of the woods.
We're not sure.
Of course.
I know.
What was this message?
Well, whatever it was, said Mugdablub was in Bittermold Keep, and he seeks the destruction of all, and that the realms do not look down upon us, or look upon us. I can't speak for the truth to the last part, because I know the gods indeed are watching us. I can attest to that.
We received the message in our way back here after we finished the job.
Somebody roll me another d20.
9.
Give me a d4.
we almost know what's going on. Like
2.
Well, it might have been a trick. It is hard to say. I have investigated much of the statue of Titania under Hope's Keep, or should I say, Titania's tower.
So it is indeed Titania.
Yes, and her whole purpose for that tower and something nearby, apparently she traversed these lands before all this happened, before the gloaming is what it is now. She doesn't appear to be interested in it as much, but from time to time she does come. I also must add, I do not know if I was speaking to her directly or to possibly a servant. But there's strong connection to that tower and something nearby that tower that allows people probably from her realm to travel to and out of this realm.
Incredible. What would the Fey Queen have need of a portal to here?
From what I can gather, especially now since the glowing is what it is, this whole realm is just a plaything to her.
Comforting.
We are toys.
Dear.
Do we have access to that portal?
Hard to say. I don't think the tower itself, at least not from the statue, slight conduit for her to appear. But I believe there is a way to get either to her or to her realm of the Fae through something near the tower. Although everything I know about the Fae, I'm not sure I'd want to go there just to say hi to Titania, especially if we're just playthings to her.
Glance at Vern real quick.
Vern's just at the edge of his seat, lost in thought.
He's not excited by the idea of going to see Titania.
He's definitely interested, but give me a wisdom check.
6 plus, no, that's another 9. 9 plus 2 for an 11.
He definitely perks up at all this mention of Titania, but he does show like a slight concern on his face, but like you sketch a very small glimpse of it as he's kind of practicing stone face, which you don't know if he's either trying to hide an emotion or if he's trying to impress Alora or if there's something deeper there.
Be professional. Yeah.
Mm.
Gotcha. All right.
But he's definitely paying full attention. Yes, this realm seems to be like her own personal plaything. I do not know a whole lot much more, and I barely got to look at the books that Durek seems to have. We've been picking and choosing which we can learn, but as days go by, it's either my powers expend so much. I must rest and consort with Bauer and Durek. A voice, you say, the realms, it could be Fae, it could be another Titania's chick, it could be something else. It's very hard to determine. But if I had to guess, especially knowing that she likes to play with us, and the whole purpose of this realm, at least to her, is she does not much care for it, and it seems like it's a ticking away. Maybe to extinction. Mayhaps if we don't stop it and find out what it is. But I do feel that this Mugdamla might be the key to unlocking the sensor.
Speaking of, Lady Alora, what can you tell us about this Mugdalblub?
Where can we find him or her?
It's been about a week. I will allow this. Give me, Val, roll me a d6 on a 6 reroll.
3.
I haven't been able to crack a lot of Mugdalblub. It is in the books I know, the books that Darak have. But since I've been communicating with either Titania herself or a servant of hers, I did find a passage in one of his books about these gods, or should I say, false gods. They're more of patrons. They're not as strong as gods, but they do have great power, which makes me believe they could be defeated if a band was to overtake them.
Where can we find them?
They could be anywhere. They could not even be in this realm for all I know. Titania herself seems to jump in and out at will. But some of these gods, and I have a suspicion she might be one of these patrons and not one of the true gods. All the deity books I've seen, her name's never mentioned once. But then we find this place, and she's all over the walls. She definitely has high power. And if anything about the Fae is true, I've not been there myself, but I've read many books. I could see how some on this realm would portray her as a god.
Seems like Titania might care if some other entity is messing with her plaything. Maybe we could enlist her help against Mugdalblub.
She could be working for him for all we know. There's still much to be found out about. But, of course, I had to come and make sure, and she looks at Pippet, everything is still of order here. Yes, sorry. It just popped up and it just silence. I did not care. I'm here. I'll make leeway of what is right. But just know every moment I am here is less we know about your home.
Well, we shall return to our home with you then.
You wish to go back to Hope's Keep?
Our mission is completed here. We cleaned up the bandit threat and whatever else that came with it.
You do not wish to go to your friend? Go after him?
Which friend?
The knight.
That is an option.
We do have Gertie's memorial.
I mean, after all that, yes, we have to make a decision.
I mean, we've been doing quite a lot together.
We can follow Urik's path, or
You can come back to the keep.
take a sneak peek at the Fey realm and set it on fire.
I don't think.
Why
we'd
would you want to
survive
do that?
Well,
We know nothing about the Pharaoh. She doesn't even know hardly. Well, I mean, she knows about it, but she just said she didn't even been there.
all I heard is there are a lot of trickery and confusion and threats coming from certain portals and things. And for
Yeah.
me,
Wait.
you want to seal the.
Hold on. Did it sound like? And he looks to Laura. Did it sound like it could have been her with like maybe any affliction? Maybe Laura just stares daggers at her.
I don't personally think I would like to go to the Fey realm ever, and I don't know if I could close a portal to a Fey realm if we found one. So I don't know that have all the suicidal things we've done these last few days. I think that one would be definite.
I don't want to be turned into a flower. Weird things happen in the Fey realm.
Well,
That's what I've heard.
from what it sounds like, it is the Fey realm portal is in our
The portal
neck of the woods.
Or near
itself.
it, yes.
It's your Hope's Keep, originally a Titania's tower. The portal itself says it's nearby. Have you noticed any obelisks out in the woods nearby?
Well, yes,
Oh, yes.
there
we
is
have.
one.
With 4 coffins around it, I think.
Do you remember where? Could
Uh,
you mark it on a map?
Yes, it's on ours.
She grabs a map and points out, or you guys point out on the map, and you see the floating scroll with a quill furiously marking and making furious movements. Where you can surmise as she's copying the map.
Yeah.
I see. This is great. This will probably help link a lot of things.
Yeah, we decided not to spend too much time around it because we prioritized our actions, but we saw it.
This is good. This
You
is
wish
good.
us to go burn it down.
She looks at you angrily. Stone face, but you can definitely pick up after awkward 2 or a second and a half. She does not like that response and doesn't even respond to it before looking at the others.
I don't mean to offend, but since we ventured out from our home, I found it a learning experiences. There are a lot of problems, and it's best to deal with them quickly. And
fire is the answer.
it seems like it works.
Primitive.
It works. If you have a different solution, I am all ear.
I mean, Titania isn't some group of bandits, okay? It's like she's got probably the power to make other portals, even if we break one of her portals. It's just not. I don't think it's worth it.
I think it's a bit above us.
Well, or we can play her game if she makes our
Are
realm.
you saying you want to talk to Titania herself?
No, I will say if
I'm
this,
sure if you
this-
frolic in the Fae, you might end up finding her.
if
If you don't
this
find
re-
out worse.
If this
Fate.
realm is a playground for her, we can find a way into her realm and turn it into a playground.
The second you mention something about this realm being her playground, her eyes kind of light up, widen. Oh God, this makes too much sense. This world's on a time limit. It was never meant to last. God, are we supposed to go to the Fae realm? I do not like this. And she just kind of crosses her arms and just looks to the side over all of you, kind of past you. Seems to be lost in heavy thought.
Maybe there's a better realm to go to than this one. or the Fey realm. You know, maybe there's a third option somewhere if we just explore enough.
From what I've heard, the Fey realm's just as dangerous as home, and it has a different flavor to it.
Well, I'm not a fan of going into a dangerous realm. But, like I said, if they are playing in our realm, we owe it to ourselves to go find their realm and also poke at it to get the message through that leave us alone, we leave you alone. That's all I'm saying.
You play a dangerous game with such logic.
We have no choice. It's not a game.
I mean, we don't have to go. I don't think any of us could get back if we did.
It could just be a pit stop. I hear maybe the Fey realm is a gateway to many other different realms.
I guess that makes sense.
Can we seal the portals to demonstrate that we are aware of the portals and we can close them down?
Could you
We don't have to go.
close a portal?
I do not know. I'd have to see this as you're talking about objects and magic I never delved into. I have to see it. I have to study it.
You're the most powerful magic user I've ever met, and so
It's amazing I can even talk to the conduit at Hope's Keep. Who knows how long it'd take. I'd have to find this obelisk, study it, see if it is a two-way or maybe it's just a one-way, and you're stuck in the Fey realm. Then what? Have you been to the Fey realm? I have not. And if there's another way out, I will not be able to tell you.
would we be of help if we did go back? Of help in the investigation?
Might be able to shed some light.
The
You
obelisk
might
is
get in the way.
on the way to
Hard to say.
Hope's Keep. We could escort you there.
I do not need an escort.
Okay.
You guys realize for a second after you kind of said that she just appeared in this room.
Right.
And you might have heard some sort of low resonating sound. Well, Redcap and Val would, because they passed their checks. That possibly some magic of great ability may have happened in this room. If you do wish to go back, I do have the means to get this all back there, but that is up to you.
Mrs. Redcap, we could go and scout out the obelisk on our way back.
Yeah. I think we could do that if it's along the way. We just gotta be ready for anything. We don't know what's in those coffins. And all those runes. What those runes mean.
I would prefer if I was there so I could at least maybe possibly check it out as well.
DM, did we get one of the runes, or did we figure out what one of the runes meant?
I think we all
On the
failed.
obelisk, yeah.
Oh,
No,
those
you
checks.
all went
Okay.
there and basically looked at it and was like, no, and then just walked off.
Yeah. We skipped it.
We noped out.
We made the right decision at the time.
Possibly. I'm not even gonna lie.
At the time.
That could have
No.
gone a lot of ways.
Because at the
That could've gone
time
a
we
lot of
were
ways.
going for a specific direction.
I'll let you have the day. Again, you said a memorial is to happen. And from my understanding, it seems it's prudent that you be there. Being, as he put it, the last to have been in contact with him. Of course, we have Kat and Mort. As for these, and she motions her hand to the desk with the sword and armor. These are yours. Consider them the reward. You probably could find a pretty penny for these if you ask Egram Smithhammer. I'm sure you can work out the deal. The sword, I guess, have fun or whatever you wish. I am going to my studies.
We'll leave you to it. No, walk out.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tell Vern, Vern, you should take the sword. I already have a good sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
You
Sure,
never
why
know.
not?
It might come in handy.
Take the sword.
I'm thinking the armor, take it to the blacksmith and see if he can fashion an armor out of it for me.
Turn plate mail into leather?
Well, I don't want to wear it and look like I'm a knight of Egypt.
I will say, for all mechanical intents and purposes, the armor itself is just regular plate mail armor. It is worth 130 gold coins. Longsword is just a sentient longsword, but it acts as a longsword, so there's no +1 or anything. It's just longsword.
If we haggle, we might be able to sell it to Egram for more than a longsword because it's sentient.
So should we just sell the whole thing and collect the gold for whatever the case might be?
Let's be greedy.
As a player, I'm down to sell it all and carouse.
All right, let's do that. The majority rules.
Okay, so y'all are carousing and get another 4-day ban.
As we're
What?
as we're walking to
We
sell the
didn't do
stuff
it.
to Egram, though, I want to ask Vern. Yeah, Val and Vern. I want to ask Vern. Vern, do you hear any voice talking to you while you're holding that?
I don't know. Let me check it out. And Vern just grabs a sword, holds it, and just you see the shock face in his manner, and then confused.
Is everything okay?
And then he just lets go. What the
Like he drops it.
hells? This thing is fucking rude.
I'll pick it up and see what happens.
What did it say?
Val, you grab onto this thing, and you hear in your mind, it's like, and another thing. Yeah, that's just the wrong color. Wait, who is it? You're not the same elf. Oh, who is this? Identify yourself, sir.
I ask you the same thing. Identify yourself.
I am Sir William of Third Fifth. Wait, no. I am Edward. No, wait. I am Sir William. No, is it Edward? Is it William? Is that really what you're wearing?
Yes.
Oh, that's a horrible color. No purple? Really? No purple at all? That's terrible. Hey,
I'm
there's a
sorry I
shop
am
in
not
this
to
day.
the
Where are we?
standard of your fashion.
Oh, God, you feel gross.
Where do you come from?
I come from the north or the east. Oh, no, south. Definitely south. Oh, no. That if you go south far, I guess that's technically north. I come from the north. Or no, maybe south. Maybe it is south. So, God, really? No purple? No purple at all?
I
Gross.
will dress in purple if you answer my question.
What?
Do you remember the last person who wielded you?
Yeah, he wasn't wearing any purple either. He's gross, and he's also an elf, ironically.
Oh.
Yeah.
I laugh and I was like, this thing is cute. And I'll toss it to Tobin. Here, Tobin, talk to it.
Oh, dear. Oh, hello?
And another thing. Wait. You, a halfling?
Hello?
Oh,
Are you the one trapped in the sword?
Trapped in a sword? What are you talking about? I'm the great William Edward the Third William of Edward. Edward's William.
Edward
The Third.
William.
Third William Edward.
I'm laughing in the corner.
Hello.
Sir
Can you-
Isaac Edward William the Third.
Can you see me?
I can feel you, and you seem like you shouldn't be wielding me.
Yes, this isn't my usual go-to.
You seem kind of short.
Wait, so you know you're a sword?
Hmm.
Do you feel
Sword.
like a sword?
I feel like you should be wearing purple.
Excuse me, but I've got this lovely mithril armor on.
Yeah, but it's not purple.
Doesn't
And-
need to be purple. It's got the
you
green
know,
leaves and the gold.
Yeah,
bones.
sure. But just think of how better it'd be if it was purple.
Why can you talk?
You know, I don't remember. It's been many. He just goes on.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hand you back now.
This is like
and I'll
an
hand it back
autistic sword. This is an autistic sword.
I'll hand it back to Vern.
I don't know if I want this.
I think we should sell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
think-
want to keep it.
He sheathes it, and
It is
As you
very
see-
amusing.
as you see him sheathe it, he just like kind of shakes, like, "Oh, shut up, gods!" That's-
Was he still
Horrible.
saying many?
yeah,
Yes, yeah, he went for a while.
yes, get rid of this thing.
Yes, let's sell
He unhooks the sheath and just starts carrying it with the sheath like off his
So
belt.
it doesn't touch him.
Don't worry, we will sell it. It's an
God,
amusing item and we can get a lot of money for it.
So I rolled for that to give it an ability, but it literally it's on one of the tables. I forget which one, either the core rulebook or in the design, where it's a sentient thing that loves the color purple but despises all other colors. So that's all it does, and it doesn't give you any buff. It just
hilarious.
It just basically talks
Wow.
your fashion. No other bonuses, just a long sword that's sentient that talks to.
That's
That
pretty funny.
is brilliant.
I wonder if it screams if Egram melts it down.
Oh my god. I would like to be there to witness what happened.
Problem is he'd have to wield it while it was. Anyways, so we take that to Egrams and we're gonna sell the sword and the armor.
All right, so easily done. I'll just fast track this unless you want to buy something from him or anything.
No,
We just
I'm good.
okay. So
How much we get?
So you get, this is 130 for the plate, and longsword, give me 1 second. Longsword is 9 gold.
Okay, so 139 gold.
139 gold for the plate mail and the sword.
What is our carousing table? It's 30, 100, and then what's the one above 100?
300, yes.
300. Okay, so definitely not that. But if y'all want to carouse for 100, we can just
yeah,
keep and split the, what is that, 39?
39.
We said?
We'll keep them in the pool in case we need some stuff.
Yeah, because, I mean, really, I think the majority of our gold should go to carousing.
Yeah, here's, I'll write down.
Survival
I'll
sake.
write down 39 here. Just
So, yeah. All right. So that means you all get a +1 bonus to your roll, and you could all roll a D8.
Sweet.
All right, Miss Redcap, what'd you get?
5 plus 1, that's 6 total.
So the Thieves Guild somehow managed to make their way into Wardenwood and bilk you for 5% of your total wealth.
My total wealth is like 6 gold and 2 silver pieces right now.
So
Pretty similar situation.
yeah,
God.
so
Or did we distribute the gold? The party?
do you want to do that, man?
No, we did not. The 39, we're
Kinda
just holding it into
Okay.
one pool.
For us
Alright.
now.
Okay.
If you want, we can give you some.
Well, I just
But
don't know.
let
if
them
it's
rob
fair.
you
Well, that
from-
would increase the
carousing,
percentage
yeah.
he would lose if he had more.
We got your back gold
I'll
wise. Let
allow
them
that.
rob you.
Just for whatever.
Hey, man.
But I'll do this. I'll do this. I'm going to count it as in your inventory.
Yeah, I wrote it
Okay.
down.
So
it's
you
in
can
my
either
inventory.
split it up, or that's going to be added to your wealth if you roll something like this, is what I'm saying. So you can either split it up.
I wrote it down in my inventory. So as of right now, it's in my inventory.
Okay,
so
that's
they can
fine.
rob her
That's
for
fine.
$6. or
Right, but
whatever.
I'm saying if you rolled something and it's like, hey, they milk you for 25, that gold to your gold is going to be all on your.
Okay, all right.
Okay. What'd you roll, Rob? What'd you roll? And
I rolled a 2 plus the 1. That's a 3.
You gain 3
Right.
XP. You wake up in a gutter with 15% of your total wealth spent. That's what it says. I told you.
No, I'm
you.
cool. I'm cool. I have 33 gold plus
Plus
the 39. It's gonna come out of my gold. The 39.
No, 39 plus 39 goes into your wealth.
Yeah,
so
so-
39
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
33 gold is what you said?
Yeah, so that's 72.
What I believe Dean is saying is that whatever is cut from it, he won't take from the party gold. He'll take from his instead.
Okay.
Did I get any experience points?
Yeah. Yeah, you get 4 experience. Yeah.
How many
Wow,
did I get
okay.
experience?
3. Brings us to Tobin. What'd you roll?
Rolled a 5 plus 1 for a 6.
So same thing. 5% of your wealth goes, and you get 4 EXP.
Nice.
Somehow every time we carouse, we get robbed.
I know, right?
It's like, what's up with that? Is every line of the chance table is robbing us?
Just the lower ones that we can afford.
Yeah.
It's like the
I
Thieves
guess.
Guild knows who has money on them, you know?
Yep.
They can recognize adventurers a mile away.
It's like they smell that gold.
Maybe Mort told them what we did.
He's probably one of them.
They're over here. They're over here.
Hmm.
Y'all make your way to the. You see a large group at the cemetery that Tobin leads the way. You see a bunch of people gathered. You see Allura there in the crowd, decked out in this very fancy green and white robe attire and dress. She's sitting in front next to Pippet. You can see the family, Susan holding Nancy as she's bawling her eyes out, and basically like a little tombstone that's decorated with a little figure of a little halfling with an arrow on the top of it, mounted under the tree, the big oak tree. And there's about 30 people gathered. Pippet walks up. We are gathered here today to celebrate and mourn the life of Gertie. Gertie will be survived through his wife, Susan, and his daughter, Nancy. He was beloved by all in the community. He will be missed sorely. He's a great archer and a brave man. Know this, young Nancy, and he looks to the sobbing girl who barely can get her eyes fixated on to Pippet as she wipes tears off her eyes. Your father died a hero. We will make a statue for him for this tombstone, for this tombstone does not do him justice. He'll be missed by all, and your father loved you very much, as well as you, Susan. As in life, death comes for us all, and these times are dark, as we all know. But it is men like Gertie who remind us that we can survive if we fight. If we fight tooth and nail and never give up. Gertie didn't give up. He fought bravely to fend off dangers that could harm us all. But that's the thing about Gertie. He's a great man and a brave man, and that's what heroes do. They step up and answer the call to bravery, to justice, and safety for everyone, not thinking about themselves. It is with great disheartening that can't bury him, but this monument may it serve as a reminder of a great fallen hero, Gertie. If there's anyone who would like to say anything, now would be the time. You see Hera stand up and walk by. Gertie was a great friend. As a fellow archer, he always knew when to hold his tongue. He was nervous at times, yes, but I knew deep down in his heart he wanted to serve a higher purpose. If all the gods, I believe he found what he was looking for. It's most unfortunate that he fell, but... And he looks down at his hands, kind of clasps them, and puts them to the side, and kind of clutches his dagger hilt. And no one wants to go to death, of course. But Gertie, he was the bravest I've seen in all my life that night. And I tell you, I've never seen a braver man fight the way he fought that night against those bandits. And I know ye moms and pops would have been proud seeing you shoot those arrows and burned them tents and strike those bandits who dare to strike our home, our families. May your gods watch over you. You will be sorely missed, my brother. And he takes a bow and places it on the ground by the tombstone and kind of walks back off into the crowd.
I would like to say a word.
You make your way up to the front.
All of you here, you need to only remember one thing. The only thing you need to remember when you hear the name Gertie. He came face to face with a creature 10, perhaps 20 times his size. He didn't cower. He didn't run away. He fired an arrow. That was the last thing he did. And that says it all. We do not need to speak any more than that. The actions speak for themselves. It was a great honor to have him among us and fight with us. We survived and we finished the job. Thanks to brave men like Gertie. Thank you.
Here. As you see Susan clutching Nancy, wiping a tear from her eye, chokingly is like, thank you. Thank you. Kind of nods in your direction and goes back to consoling the child. Anyone else like to say anything?
This Redcap is just eyeing whether or not there's food around.
You see no food.
Mrs.
You see
Redcap
no food.
is a little miffed, but knows to keep her mouth shut.
There was an appropriate time, like maybe after everyone starts filtering out, I would head over to Nancy and Susan.
I'll say a couple more people talk or speak out, and you could tell they're friends, possibly family. Speak good, kindly of how warm-hearted Gertie was, always willing to give a hand, helping build stuff, and always being one of the first people to volunteer for building or helping out somebody in the community. A well-loved individual. After probably like a couple hours pass, it starts to slowly die down and fewer people, and there's probably like maybe like 5 people left, kind of like, you know, saying their condolences to Susan. Laura says her words, as well as Pippet come up to her and say a few words, and you tell if she approves of their message as they finally disappear. Laura walks past all y'all.
Give me just a moment, and I'll run over there to Susan and Nancy.
Before you head off, she's like, if you all would give me a moment later tonight, I'd like to meet with you all in the hall, in the office, when you're ready.
Of course.
She walks off. You go up to Susan, who's still kind of holding Nancy.
And I'll walk up and, Susan, I know loss pretty well myself. and I am very sorry. There's nothing that really helps at first, and don't see this as pity or anything like that, but just please take it, and I'll hand her 3 gold coins. It can keep your mind busy on dwelling on your husband rather than having to worry about food for a little bit or supplies. I don't...
Thank you. And she kind of just absentmindedly grabs it without even looking. Really, it just puts it in a pocket. I appreciate it, I do.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourself, Nancy. And I'll leave them be.
All right. This Redcap?
Really hot at noon. And Miss Redcap is just sweating and kind of uncomfortable. She doesn't know why she showed up. She kind of regrets it now.
In character.
We all lost a friend today. Well...
She wants to go up to Susan and Nancy and ask if Nancy was Susan and Gertie's firstborn, but she's not going to do it. It's not the right time.
Finally, she
She's
made the
thinking
right
about it.
decision.
All right. I guess y'all make your way to the town hall and Val, add a luck token for your
Yeah.
speech.
Yeah.
Gonna come in handy.
Of course.
Mhm.
Do I get a luck token for anything?
No.
Oh.
This was for, I want to see if anyone would stand up to kind of give a speech. Noted, your god notices. I'll say that.
God notices.
You feel a little warmer inside. But
Is there any other place to eat other than Geed's Earth?
I mean, you can always go to the town hall and just ask for food.
Eat for free.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, not necessarily for free, depending on your circumstances. Like if your stays there for diplomatic reasons, you all have lodging there free of charge.
We killed their bandits for them, though. I think we could get a meal for 2 or 3.
Oh, you could
A
try
charisma
carouse. Yeah. You can try that.
I
Who
told
would
you,
you be?
Mr. Redcap, if you need money, we have the pot.
I'm peckish. It's noon. Can we get some lunch?
Okay, here's a couple of gold coins. Go
No,
do what you
let's
want.
get lunch together and just make a
You know what? Yeah.
I like that
Lunch.
idea.
make a
Let's
thing of it.
have some.
Let's go eat and have a drink
Have a meal.
in Gertie's honor.
Funerals make me stressy.
All right.
I would say there's probably like another, not like another pub, but kind of like a meat shop or like little shops that kind of sell food. They could probably kind of pick some stuff up. So
Like maybe the butcher sells. cooked
yeah,
stuff
and like
too,
in like
or-
little market stands on the side that you can kind of like grab stuff. So you can kind of go back to the town hall and just eat your little lunch there that you kind of just bought off. So you're not, spending tavern money.
I mean,
if you
since we
will.
left, it was like my job to look after Mrs. Redcap. So I kind of noticed that she's getting jittery and stuff. Okay, it's time to go eat. I'll take her to get some food.
Right? Yeah, you easily can shop around.
Yeah.
I would say 2 silvers for like some. If you want to do the shopping and the eating back at the town hall kind of
Yeah,
thing.
we're just going to go get a nice meal.
I'll pay for mine.
Yeah, 2 silvers all around. Easily enough, y'all just sitting around and doing lunch at the town hall. There's plenty of tables and little spots that you can sit around.
Well, we're eating our lunch. I'm going to look at Mrs. Redcap for a little bit. Mrs. Redcap,
This Redcap is frustrated that she's interrupted in her meal.
Yes, Tobin.
what's kept you here with us through all this craziness? And it surprises me most that you've come out all this way and all this time.
I mean, Hope's Keep wasn't doing that well. We were on the edge. Sometimes you only live if you know when to move. And I was debating whether or not to give up my hut and just leave because I don't think it was sustainable. We were losing people. But now I think Val said it before, but it's like the monsters show up on your doorstep, or you go show up at the monster's doorstep.
We have been doing quite a bit of that.
Her back is to the wall in the ShadowDark. We gotta fight or die.
And she just takes a big bite out of whatever she's eating.
That sounded very like menacing.
Mrs. Redcap is metal.
She is. She sounded very menacing. Like I can imagine her eating. Yeah, you gotta fight or die.
I mean, she's kind of got a point.
Yes, you all do. I'm pretty convinced.
I think, and she's gonna like slop around like a drumstick or something, just like, I think we should go to Bittermold Keep.
I vote for that.
You do think we're ready? Vern?
We're never ready. You're only ready when you just go there.
I've got it on a good source that it's better to be brave than to be strong.
I like the way you think, Mrs. Redcap.
Yeah, Gertie
coming
thought that
around.
way.
Well,
Too soon.
God.
Perfectly in character, though.
Ah.
Oh my god.
I'll kind of squint a little bit at Mrs. Redcap at that, and, well,
I waited till we were outside the viewer.
yes, thank you for that
I
much,
kept
I
my mouth
suppose.
She behaved. She behaved.
She
You can
did.
give her a pass.
Mrs. Redcap returns to her meal, starts eating with more fervor.
So that's what we all want to do, then, is go
Head to Bittermold?
knocking on the doorstep of Mugdle Blub.
Well, we go to him before he comes to us.
And what, just fight and kill a god?
We don't have to fight. It's not always about a fight. We can
we
go and
know?
find out.
What all do we know about this Magnobloom?
I don't really know much at all.
Remember that one Uzi fella who charged us?
Oh, yes.
He had a club or something?
He was yelling about him.
But the longer we don't know anything about this Mother Glove, whatever his name,
Mr. M.
the more we don't know about him, the weaker we are. We need to know something.
I would
We don't have to
Definitely.
fight or engage
I
as
agree.
we do in the woods, me and Vern. We never seek out a fight, but sometimes it's good to go and observe. Knowing your enemy is the first step to victory.
Hmm.
If we don't know anything, might as well just return home and sit there and wait.
It's probably a counter to ooze. You think we've been using fire a lot, but
Fire
maybe,
seems like it might work.
maybe there's something else. Well,
Acid as well. You've been doing quite well with
yeah,
those.
Maybe salt. Like you put salt on a snail. You ever heard about that, guys?
Oh, yes. It,
Maybe
kills them.
water.
Give him a bath, make him less oozy.
Drown him in
Man,
water.
Maybe if Alora has enough time, she'll research it and tell us. We
So-
just gotta remember to ask.
So should we
I'm-
go with her back to Hope's Keep and learn what we can about it?
Yeah.
And go
Go
decide
from there,
to
yeah.
scout out and...
But I would like to know my enemy. That's for sure.
I
I do
agree.
not like to be in the dark. We are already in enough dark.
Yeah.
And I like to know if I can. And it seems like we can. Go find out. We survived worse.
It will be nice to see Hope's Keep again.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Stop in for a little bit before we try to kill a god, or what might not be a god.
I just hope Jeremy didn't take up housing in my spot again. He likes to run in there when I'm not there and just kind of pretend it's his home.
I thought that was David.
It's probably both of them, to be honest.
Well, at least someone's watching your stuff for you.
Well, I'm gonna call it watching. As long as nothing goes missing. But to be fair, I ain't got a lot in there. So I honestly wouldn't care if it did go missing. But that's not the point. They shouldn't be snooping in there.
What do you have to lose? I mean, not like your hut is filled with goods.
I got some fine, already kind of fletched sticks for arrows. I've been meaning to make more arrowheads, but it's just
We have
Yeah.
silver arrows now. All right.
that is true. Oh, we're limited. I'm
I'll buy you arrows.
thinking about my own arrows, but I mean, I'll take it if you're offering. I'm never gonna say no to that.
Yeah, I know you never say no to that.
So the day grows darker.
Guess we just wait for Alora to...
Didn't she say we should come and see her in her office?
Yeah.
Yeah, later in the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mrs. Redcap do a few things.
Sure.
I do, yeah, I want to buy
Okay.
rations at some point, but that can be quick.
We can go shopping together.
Okay,
We could
cool.
do that after lunch.
All right. Yeah. Unless there's some other business, the lunch goes by, and you're all free to do. I guess Miss Redcap, we'll start with you.
Yes, we can go shopping. I want to buy another torch and rations. Definitely myself.
How many torches and how many rations? Torches are
one-
5 silver, I believe, a piece.
Yeah, 1 torch, 1 group of 3 rations.
Torches are 5 silver. Rations are 5 silver.
Okay. I'll
For
just
3. For
knock
3.
off a gold then.
If I wanted to buy 4 rations, so not just a pack of 3, but a pack of 3 plus 1 to refill my pack that's currently at 2.
So 5 divided by 3.
You want to just call it 7 silver?
Sure.
Okay. And then so I'll buy 4 rations at 7 silver pieces, and I want to buy a torch for another 5 as well.
Okay.
Egram there.
Yeah, he's there hammering away.
Did he?
Cling, cling.
Egram,
Hello, what can I do for you later?
How's that sword doing? You talked to it yet?
He turns and looks at the wall. I got it hanging there. I couldn't stand his bickering and not. I'm debating if I want to hammer the hells out of it or if I want
Melt
to
it.
possibly. Wait, you there?
We're all together shopping. I mean, I'm not buying anything but I'm hanging because we're gonna go to the office together anyway.
I don't know. Maybe I could find someone who might fancy it and maybe sell it for a little bit more than a regular blade. But I've been looking at its craftsmanship and it's about as any other blade, but it just won't shut up.
Laura told us there was a soul in there.
You can't fight with a sword that won't
Possibly.
shut up.
I mean, yeah, it seemed kind of distracting, honestly.
So you have to melt it.
I don't know. I feel like I might have to
We would
dig
like
deeper into this.
we would like to be there to watch it being melted.
It must be worth something a little bit more.
Seems a bit much, but you don't happen to really like the color purple, do you?
Oh, so I hate the color purple.
Well, you might not get along with him then.
Clearly, he was shut up about it.
He keeps
And it
bringing
calls
it
me
up.
fat and hairy all the time. I was like, what's wrong with that?
I wonder if you wear all color purple and just pick him up so he has nothing to complain about. Would he shut up?
I ain't gonna.
Is
I ain't
anyone?
doing that. No.
Is there anyone in Wardenwood that regularly wears purple?
Regularly, probably not. I mean, the closest person who wears all kinds of stuff is that fancy artist over there, the sculptor.
Oh yeah,
The sculptor.
I think I've seen him about.
He might get along with the sword.
Maybe. If he wears purple, catch him on the right day, I suppose.
Redcap is gonna raise her eyebrows and be like, "I gotta go see a man about a horse."
A
And
horse.
She's gonna try to like just backtrack out of the shop and leave
Fair.
everybody. And then she's gonna come back and be like, wait a second, Val,
Yes.
where's this gold that we got from all this stuff?
How much do you
Can we
need?
split it up?
How much do you need?
An equal share?
Are you trying to buy a horse, Mrs. Redcap?
It's just an expression, Tobin.
Fine. 39 divided by 4.
I'll take 9. I'll take the 9.
You take the 9?
9.75, so
Everybody else gets 10.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. That helps.
Miss Redcap is gonna
But,
go about her errands.
Val, what do you think Mrs. Redcap is sneaking off to go do?
I don't know. I don't know where she's going. But she seems to need the money. So I'm going to say she's going to go purchase some things.
Oh, I bet she's going back to that alchemy shop to buy more
Perhaps.
mixes for her cauldron.
She took interest into the content of that store.
You walk up to this familiar looking sculptor, painter guy.
Hey, sir. I'm still alive.
Oh, indeed you are. Sorry, I had to postpone the sculpture you had me do. Pippet, if has overall, I had to help make the halfling archer on top of the tombstone. Was my doing. Thank you. I hope I did it justice. But I'm also creating a better sculpted tombstone memorial for Gertie. Such a shame. So I'm gonna have to postpone a little, but I have started on it over here, and you see like this sort of makeshift in the works kind of clay thing with like basically the bottom half of the halfling. And it's about a good foot size. Yes, it has been started. I'm going to have to finish this first though on orders of Pippet, unfortunately. But yes, what can I help you with other than that?
I just wanted to check up on your progress. I paid good gold for this.
Of course, and it takes good time.
Okay, well,
I would not wish upon my dear friend's recent death, any distrust or dishonor of my capabilities and craftsmanship, but I do have to honor our lords. And they unfortunately come first, but after this, it has got my full attention as he gestures grandly with his arms kind of flailing every time he talks.
Okay, and Mrs. Redcap just kind of lowers her face to him and just like, I'll be back.
I'll be back and
Just
check up
leaves.
on my investment.
Give me about a 10-day or so, and I should hopefully be about done. But I will be working endlessly as he sways his hand over this giant, well, not really giant, it's probably about your size giant clay. What you can surmise is probably Gertie.
Okay.
It's got like a very, very rough shape of like what you could probably tell is probably going to be a bow and like the makings of a hand, whatever. It's very, very rough, more like a giant blob with
It's
like
blocking
misshapen
out
stuff.
the
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
Mrs. Redcap would like to leave, and she'd like to go try to find Mort.
Mort. Oh god.
All right, you
Suspect
surmise
I know where this is going.
you're headed to the barracks. Before we get to that, Val, is there anything?
I'm at the shop still with Tobin
Vern?
and Vern. Yeah, we're at the shop. You know, I'm good. I have a couple of torches. I still have the lantern.
How are you doing on rations?
I have 3 rations. Perhaps I should grab another 3.
I've got 2 batches of 3 right now, I
Yeah.
think.
I'm gonna grab another batch of 3.
Vern, you doing okay?
Yeah, I still got 3. I'm gonna re-up on some arrows though. Other than that, I should be fit in a fiddle.
All right. Did that general store lady did she have health potions that one time?
Oh yeah.
Do you think she might have more?
Perhaps we can check.
I remember I purchased 1. I still have it.
Okay.
I haven't
well,
used it yet.
maybe she's got some more or made some
Yeah.
more.
All right, y'all making your way to the.
General store.
General store.
That says
Yeah.
general store.
You go up to the general store, and now the sign has a little added kind of hanging sign that says general store and goods.
Oh, they've made an upgrade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perhaps she restocked.
Let's see what goods she has now.
You walk in and you see the familiar stuff all around and the elven lady sitting there. Oh, yes. How can I help you all?
Hello, madam. We saw your extra sign.
Yes, I'm trying to play with a name. I'm really bad at it. It's changed over the years, but general store I just kind of laid on for the last 10 years, I would say. But I don't know. I'm still kind of playing with it.
Yeah, it's to the point. I'd give you credit for that.
Well, thank you. Is there anything in specific you're trying to look for?
You have any more healing potions?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Darn.
When do you think you will get?
Healing potions are really hard to get in this part of the gloaming. Unfortunately, it's my highest priority, even for the guards. But if they come, they come. If they don't, I have no say in this. It's not like I can go out and get these ingredients. They're all over the place, and I'm not even sure.
Who supplies them
But,
to you?
Adventurers, honestly.
Oh.
Some like you. I've heard tale of this really odd man who travels.
With a giant
Oh.
bag.
Yes,
Yeah.
We've met
yeah.
him.
Yeah, there's some.
What-
What you met?
We've met him
No
twice.
way.
right?
Twice, and
Twice.
we purchased healing potions from him.
He's
Okay,
very
this is
strange. but
about the 4th time I've heard this. I'm starting to.
he's real.
He
Wait,
appears out of
did-
nowhere and he disappears.
Did Jonathan put you up to this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, we've
Hmm.
done business with him.
We say the truth. We did not plan to meet this guy, and we just ran into him when we were out on our mission.
Well, I must say I've never met this guy, but several people have, and that's usually where I get these potions from. And then I usually just sell them back to the guards or to other adventurers like yourselves.
Well, we met him out in the woods. He doesn't seem to come in town, I guess. Only
yeah.
walks in the...
It's quite odd. You must realize, on my point of view of this sounds completely far-fetched. But again, you're the 4th people to say this, so I'm sure. And that makes no sense to me either. Why is he peddling out in the gloaming when he could just go to a town
Well,
and sell his goods to people who want to buy his goods?
You are
in a town.
We think he might be Fey, or at least something like that. He
Of course he is.
the size of the backpack, it's enormous. It doesn't look like he should be carrying
As
it. So
big as
he's-
a building.
Well, and he says that he travels realms.
Seems like he appears
Okay.
in the air, reappears in different realms. He has some kind of portal.
It's very
capability.
strange.
Well, I
Yeah.
apologize if I'm a little unbelieving of this, but
You are not wrong.
It does
I mean,
sound
it sounds
Unbelievable.
yeah, it
a guy with a
Maybe
backpack
next-
the size of a house just wandering the woods.
maybe next time we come
Selling
across
potions.
this guy, we should interrogate him further,
Or tell him to stop by Wardenwood.
or we can escort him into Wardenwood.
Yes, we can try. I don't know if he would come with us, though.
I mean, if he's got these potions, I would be more than happy to buy as much as I can afford, because I know they sell pretty well. I'm sure Laura or Mathilde, Bauer or Pippin, anyone would be happy to buy them from me, and I could probably get a pretty good price from it.
And perhaps you can find more strange items that he sells too. Who
Of
knows
course.
what that giant backpack of his carries?
Well,
Indeed.
we'll try and send him your way.
Yes. Can I help you with anything else you might need?
Did we ever get your name?
My name is Amarilla. I've been here for several decades now. Been trying stuff with this goods store. I feel like shopkeeping is what I was meant to do. You know, it just feels right. I like collecting things. As a young little elf girl, I was always collecting stuff, and I always had a bigger collection than most of my friends. And then I started just trading, and before I knew it, it kind of just fell into suit where I'm just, selling stuff other people collected. I get to see a lot of interesting items, and I get to meet a lot of interesting people like yourselves, and these interesting tales of men with giant backpacks.
Well, it seems like a good business. Adventure comes to you, and you don't have to go out. to
Yeah,
it.
I don't have to
That's
risk
pretty good.
my neck for these items. Others do it for me.
Pretty profitable, too.
Yeah. Make a pretty good living off of this.
Well, that's lovely. I'm glad you knew your calling from a young age. That's comfortable.
It is. It's almost like I was built for this.
Well, we'll leave you to it, and thank you again.
By all means, I'm always here, so if you need anything, you know where to find me.
He'd be with you, Amarilla.
Ah, he'd be with you. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm Tobin. Tobin Sunderland.
Tobin Sunderland. He'd be with you.
And with you.
And you too, fellow elf brethren.
Val and Vern.
Hello. Hi, yes, he'd be with you as well.
Perhaps we should go fetch Mrs. Redcap and resume our meeting with Aura.
Yeah, we might have a little more time, but
Yeah.
we should start looking for her.
It's been a while. Mrs. Redcap might. No, we need to make sure she doesn't.
She might be at Tabitha's
Yeah.
shop
Wow.
or around
I
there.
suppose we could go check there. Why not?
Yeah, let's go see.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Let's go sniff around.
She seemed pretty gung ho about all the things she had in there. All those odds and ends.
I'd never seen so much life in her before.
I know it's like it was made for her or something. All right, you guys make your way probably to Tabitha's.
Yeah.
That brings us back to Redcap. You make your way to the barracks. Two guards just kind of standing there. One's sharpening a knife. One's emptying his boot of some dirt and rocks and just kind of complaining on his breath. They look at you and just kind of ignore you as you, I guess, walk in, I suppose.
This Redcap is gonna be a little teary-eyed and dabbing her shawl on her eyes because she just went to a funeral.
Yeah.
And she's gonna ask the guards, "Do you know where I could find Mort?"
Mort, I believe he's probably inside, either in his room or he might still be eating lunch. His room's up top. It's the third on the left. Easy to find.
She's gonna check his room first.
It's the one with all the scratches on the doors. Don't ask. He's weird. You walk in, you find this door that, there's scratches
on the
there's-
outside.
on the outside of the door. You see, it's really odd. Like the corners of the door are like clawed,
My God.
scratch, and at the very bottom of the door, there's small little scratches.
Okay. Ms. Redcap is gonna reposition her shawl to the normal place that is around her, and she's gonna knock.
You knock on the door. After some scuffling, you hear on the other side, you hear it, and it slowly opens like, yeah, oh, hi. Hi, Miss Redcap. What can I help you with?
Hey, Mort. Anybody messed with you lately?
No. Why would
Good.
they? What?
Good. That's good.
Okay. I suppose that is good.
Do you know where I could find the blood of a firstborn willingly given?
Mort stares at you mortifiedly.
I just need it for my culture and my experiments.
Sorry, I don't know where to go even to find a firstborn.
Willingly given.
Willingly given. Have you tried the wild? Does it have to be what? I mean, there might be does it have to be a certain species?
No.
I mean, I would say maybe some animal. I don't. Well, I heard like certain animals like usually just like a runt of the litter. I don't know if it's the firstborn. I don't know what classifies as the firstborn that pops out.
Okay, I just thought you might know. Anyways,
I don't really hang around the family type.
I seen you fight Mort. I'm glad you got a strong arm with that one throw
thank you.
into
Yeah.
the tents.
You're not so bad yourself, I think.
I'm part of a very small cult that wants to grow. We follow the goddess Shun the Vile. You ever heard of Shun?
I think someone might have mentioned that. I don't know. There's a lot of god talk. I kind of tune out after. It's like a complete snore fest to me.
Mrs. Redcap would like to convert Mort to believe in Shun over the X amount of minutes. I don't know. Can I roll for it? Or...
Sure. He invites you in his room, and you see nuts and berries just scattered everywhere, and sticks, and like his bed's even kind of broken.
Wait,
like,
did he say something about squirrels? He's got to feed his squirrels or something? Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right.
you see holes like in red, like it looks like a hole in the wall where rats would crawl out, but you also see holes in like kind of the corner of like what would be the outside, like you see his room because he has a window and you kind of see out that kind of like drops down to the foyer.
Maybe we could bond over the whole rodent
His
owner thing.
bed,
Yeah, pull out Mr. Redcap.
his bed, which looks like a traditional like kind of bed, like stuffed with straw or whatever they had in barracks, but like broken. The frame is, and he kind of just mushed up all together, and there's whatever like wool blanket and makeshift pillow that looks like it's been scratched to hells.
I'm way less concerned about the scratches now. Just disappointed.
And it's in a matter of saying that it's a mess, but he offers you a seat in the heap of his bed thing if you'd like to sit, and you continue to talk to him about the wonders of Shun. Give me a charisma.
Okay. I've been trying to convert. I've only gotten Jordan so far, I think. But
Who is a firstborn?
Oh my god, wait, is that like a thing in the book that I should
okay,
look
I
up?
rolled 14. No, it's just like weird spell ingredients. I don't know. It's a sub goal that Mrs. Redcap may have. Okay, so rolled a 14 minus 1 on charisma. So it's 13.
13.
total.
So tell me more about this Shun. She actually sounds pretty interesting.
She likes chaos. She wants
I like
secrets
chaos.
to be revealed.
Yeah, why are people keeping them dirty secrets? Secrets don't make friends. Yes. You know what does make friends? Fire. Wait, no. Well, sometimes. No, you make friends over fire. Right. There's a connection there. Hey, we should start a fire. Hold up.
No, it's not even nighttime yet. It's not even night.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry, you suspect down in the bed it cracks a little more.
All right, well, I just wanted to spread the good word to you. The vial.
Yeah, that sounds great. How does one worship this Shun?
You just, do little chaotic things. Sustainable chaos. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah.
And
Get that ROI on your chaos.
Mrs. Redcap is kind of like scared about what she started. She's gonna back out of the.
It's time to bail.
Embrace the chaos.
maybe the squirrels can help you.
Yeah,
Figure
right.
it out.
You see like a few squirrels like come in and just kind of steal some stuff off the floor and just run out in different holes.
Yeah, and so Mrs. Redcap is gonna try to bail before she ruins it. She doesn't usually have this productive conversations about.
That's like a
shooting.
lot more success she was doing
Already.
before.
I set the DC to like 12, so I was like,
you got it.
yeah. So congratulations, you converted chaotic Mort in towards the shooting worship.
Okay,
thing.
then she's gonna amble towards Tabitha.
All right, I guess about this time you would be closer to it, so you make it there. Probably like a minute or two before you see Vern and Val and Tobin show up all together.
Mrs. Redcap, finally.
We knew
You're
we'd find
right.
you here. Yeah.
Oh,
Remember,
Are we outside Tabitha's? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You meet up outside.
Are you guys casing the place too?
no, we're looking for you. Remember,
Oh,
we
okay.
have a meeting.
Oh, right. With the
Laura.
yeah, I try to think of her as the truth person with the orb of truth. That's
Well-
really careful.
True, yes.
I have to be careful about what I do in this town because of that orb of truth.
You don't have any secrets,
Well,
do you?
It's good practice for you, Mrs. Redcap.
Well, I mean, I told you I was casing the place.
Why would you? No.
What does that even mean?
There's so many unlabeled goodies inside.
Oh, speaking of,
She won't even remember that stuff is missing.
Uh-huh.
I've been meaning to ask you. You can make healing potions, right? You did it at the hag's hut that one night.
Yeah, the hag had a whole bunch of supplies though.
So if we
We
keep
burned
our
that sucker down, didn't we?
true,
Yeah, I actually didn't.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, it was evidence. That's right.
but
It was
I think
preserved.
we used everything we could.
Yeah,
while we
yeah.
were there.
You
Um,
scoured it thoroughly of any useful resources.
But if you could show us or tell us, what those ingredients look like if we're out and about fighting gods or trolls or owl bears, maybe we can find stuff along the way and
Yeah, make it
make it yourself.
productive trip.
Mrs. Redcap is gonna open and close her mouth a few times and kind of look up.
I think I remember how to do it.
Can she roll to see if she remembers what the ingredients
components
were?
for a,
Yeah, because it's kind of
healing potion?
complicated. I'm guessing.
Components?
Yeah. If she knows the
Where like if
ingredients.
we found them, not only could we sell them maybe to a shop, but she could just make potions.
Yeah, I wouldn't make you roll with it because
Okay.
you would know or what you put into it to make it. Finding is the other problem.
Right.
Right.
What were the ingredients?
Blueberries,
Yeah.
strawberries, banana,
And whipped cream.
whipped
Yeah,
cream.
it was a lot of herbs, like certain herbs that you would see in mushrooms. That
Okay. Oh.
these
That makes
mushrooms,
sense.
like grow into
makes
like
sense.
in certain fungal places, which could thrive or could die depending on the other ecosystems that are
Mhm.
around there. The nuances of the ingredients for these healing potions, they're like finding basically a 4-leaf clover.
Mm.
Some places it would thrive, and in some places it's just there and it makes no sense. That's why that's very hard to kind of pick. But you can always check the lands as you travel if you wish.
Okay. Ms. Redcap is gonna explain the herb and shrooms that they should be looking for, I guess.
Yeah. In your best ability, yeah, you can.
Let's
Alright.
keep an eye next time we travel.
Agreed. And maybe
I'm
after
tired of buying these potions.
same, yes. And after finding one or two, eventually we'll better know how to look for them.
All right, let's go see Alora.
Let's do our meeting.
You make it as the sun begins to set, and you find Laura at the office in the town hall with Pippet. Y'all go into the room, sit down, or stand, however you wish. I hope everyone had enough time to grieve and do your business.
Very productive.
I would hope so, but now I do need an answer. Do you wish to come back to Hope's Keep, or do you wish to venture off, find your friend, and whatever else lies east?
We were talking about it, and we all agree that we would like to know as much about Mugdalblub as we possibly can. If that's through you, that's great. If it means going to Hope's Keep, then we'll go and learn.
Well, it probably would be through me, but it would have to be through Hope's Keep. I've only done so much in the 10 day that I had there, and it takes a lot of energy. I can only do so much per day. And then, of course, we have the talks. I'm sure Bauer and Durak would be more than obliged to share any thing they might, if anything. I gave Bauer some instructions, but I don't know how well he'll follow them. if you're not adept to this kind of power and ability, it's hard to translate these old ancient texts.
I would imagine.
But if that's what you wish, meet me here in the morning, and we'll make our way back to Hope's Keep.
Well,
It is our wish. We'll see you here in the morning.
Okay. Do not be late. You are dismissed.
all right.
Yeah, I guess you make your way back to your rooms unless you don't wish to do anything.
No,
Have dinner down in the dining area, I guess. And then, yeah.
Fair
And
enough.
go to bed.
eat up and go to sleep and think about it.
Easily done. The next day passes. Y'all meet up back to Laura's. She looks at y'all. You got all your things y'all prepared.
Ready to go.
Good. She starts casting an incantation, and you see this portal just
Nice.
pop up, and she's like, step through.
Step through.
Follow him.
Cat follows.
Vern as well. And then she steps through, and you see on the other side, you come out to the center of Hope's Keep.
Oh, wow.
Nice. No, well, that's the way to go.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yes, it is convenient.
Very convenient.
I'm sure
Time
would,
saver.
I sure would love to be able to do that.
Maybe
I would like to learn how to do that.
Same.
Maybe someday when Kelsey writes in multi-classing rolls, we can figure that out.
Right.
I assume you'd probably want to go about and check your houses and friends. I'm going to go check on Bauer and Derek. They should be up by now.
We go
Gee.
say hi to our people.
Indeed.
It feels good being home.
It does.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss this place.
Yes. And we still have friends and family here, so.
Indeed.
Tobin, turn and you see running towards you a very familiar halfling. Tobin!
Durgeon,
Tobin!
come here, you.
And he jumps and grapples you and like hugs, and you both hit the ground and roll a couple.
Give him a big old hug.
He's
Whoa.
yeah, reciprocates. Oh, wow! It's been like a 10-day or so.
It has felt like years. I mean,
Huh, man, you're
God,
telling me the
so
work never
much.
stops here. Sorry. Yes, yeah. Oh man, yeah, you gotta see the tent already.
I'm dying to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, Val, Vern, Miss Redcap.
Hi there, Durgeon.
Ah,
We miss your lovely smile.
thank you. Yeah. He turns back to you, Tobin. Yeah, they managed to the guards, and I think with the help of the lore, like they were just kind of chilling over at our tent, and they were saying something in a language I couldn't understand, and I was like, just doing the business and serving and all this.
Right.
When a Bauer turned to me and says like, this seems kind of in his weird accent, this seems kind of like this doesn't need to be, you could be better than this. I'm like, well, I'm pretty humble, this and that. And then he turned to Allura and said some words, and then like she manifests like these wood and these weird magical like woods and whatnot. Well, just come check.
Wait, all right, let's go see.
As you like start running over there, you see like what was your makeshift tent actually has a more of a structure of a pavilion kind of thing that kind of like shades, and the
Nice.
tables look more sturdier, better wood and stuff.
Better chairs.
Better chairs of wood, and like actually like kind of a
Actual building.
Yeah.
the beginnings of a building.
Like a frame for it.
Yeah, a better frame, and it's no longer a raggedy tent. Even the tent itself even flourishes with the colors that you'd surmise that Laura probably picked, with like her green and blue kind of what matches her robes.
Nice.
It's a good start, I would say, but it's worlds above that ragged
It's
tent we had for a moment.
amazing.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
I love
saying.
it so much. We have armrests on the chairs.
That's
This
what-
is
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, the bench actually has cushions.
Oh God.
No more splinters up the arse.
Oh, I love it so much. And check this out. And I'll show off my mithril armor.
God, oh my God, how did I not notice this?
Right? It almost
I'm
looks.
sorry, I just
made for
saw
him.
your figure, and yeah, it's full plate.
It counts as plate, but feel it. It's
God.
super light.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Where'd you get this?
We found it in a troll cave after we killed it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what? And you just like his eyes just widen, his jaw drops. After you troll and you killed it?
That's right. And I'll puff my chest out a little bit. We
That is-
killed a troll, and that's not even the most impressive thing we've killed.
I have to hear this immediately. Oh, let me get Tally. Let me do that. Tally, where's Tally? Hey, Jonathan, go get Tally and get cups.
And get cups. Cups and ale.
Cups, ale, all of it. Stable boy, Peter, get some cheese and crackers. Come on. Vern, Val. He's like kind of waving at you
Damn, I
guys
want
as you guys
cheese and
walking.
crackers.
It's like,
Come on in.
come
Get
tell.
some.
Yes,
This is
yes.
impressive.
And he starts like putting plates down and having others like kind of come help.
I'm like looking
Love
around at this structure. Wow, what an improvement.
Right?
Yeah, it looks
Finally.
Beautiful.
It looks worlds better. It seems like it still obviously needs work, but it seems more solid with structure. From what you saw, it was like a makeshift tent and like wooden poles. Now it looks like a sturdy, more pavilion and like lavish looking drapes of what do you call those? Like banners, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. The little like wall flag looking things.
Yeah. Those are kind of like all draped out and like kind of frilly and more solid. The whole thing looks more solid and it's kind of got actual walls instead of just a tent draping.
Now that's a place I would like to have a meal in.
Well, come on in.
Yes, be merry and regale me of all your tales. This troll thing, that sounds insane, and clearly this armor that you wield. This is. I can't wait to hear the tales.
It is quite the tale. And we'll, I guess, hang out and tell Tally and Durgeon and the other Templeton homies, you know.
And a few
Well,
other
make
people.
sure you
Our
tell
story.
him about the Tobin maneuver.
Oh, no. Not this again.
Oh, it's the best piece. It's it's the best part of the story, of course.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, Mrs. Redcap, you should regale them since you coined the term.
Redcap will stand up and he start yelling a little too loudly about each step of the fight and like just like try to pantomime,
He
try to
makes a
get Vern
movie.
involved, and it just won't work. But it was communicated to them.
Yeah, you all make this theatrics. It goes on for a pretty good moment before a guard comes up to you that you all know when we first met at Wardenwood. I'd hate to break up the merriment, but you all are requested at Adurix. Bauer would like to talk to you.
Fair enough. We'll
All right.
be right there.
Nods and
Keep the
Makes
food
sense.
warm, Durgeon.
yes, and second you're free, I want to hear more. I'm all ears. This has been the most exciting day, honestly, that we've had. Oh, by the way, look, and you can see, and he points to the tower. It's even more fruitful than it was.
All the planter boxes like blooming and
Yeah, the
flourishing.
trees, even for a week, are even growing like quicker than they should. It's been a week and they're already like surpassing more fruit.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how Tally was able to make like all this kind of meat. She's experimenting with this apple cider right
Oh,
now.
really?
Dude, we have so much apples. We don't even know what to do with them. They're making apple pies, apple ciders, apple bread, apple cinnamon rolls. Just, that tree just won't stop
amazing.
producing it. It's weird. Laura mentioned something about Fey Realm. It might have to do with it, but I mean,
Well,
God's.
I think in honor of her blessing and the tent's amazing upgrade, I think it needs a new name. I don't think it should be the Temple Tent anymore. I think it should be Gede's Bounty.
Gede's Bounty. I like that. Yeah, Gede's Bounty. You know, I'll have one of the newcomers start working on a sign.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, so I'm sorry. Don't let me hold you up.
It's all good. I'll be back to tell you more.
Indeed, I'll be here working.
See you soon.
Indeed. Yeah, I'll make your way to Durek Bittermold's house, where you find Alora, Durek, Bauer, the guard, who ushers you all in and just closes the doors and stands guard. Good to see you're all alive, and by the sounds of it, been doing a good job keeping Wardenwood safe.
We have seen too much.
Seen some man.
Yeah, we have seen. That's the polite way of saying it. Seen too much.
Good. That means that will harden you, especially for what's to come. I couldn't, and he looks at Alora. I wasn't able to transcribe as much, but I've gotten a little bit of leeway on the books. Real quick, somebody roll a d6. It's a 6 or a 3 reroll.
1.
It's probably going to take a little more time, but thank goodness Alora's here. Hopefully, like just a day. But I think we might be able to pinpoint where Bittermold's keep is. Well, this passage I found, it's hard to translate, but from what I can gather, and again with her here, it looks like coordinates, if you will, or the medieval term for coordinates. Again, it's hard to translate.
Have you found out or already know about Mugdalblub?
Fortunately, not much other than what Alora has already found out about this false god business.
And is that supposed to mean all the gods, or only some of them, some of the deities?
It's a rough translation, but it seems like there's pretender gods, lesser beings, but more powerful than us mortals. They have great power. There's also tales of some of them dying by mortals.
Wow.
And as far as we know, gods can't die by mortal hand.
Gods are immortal is the traditional sense.
So it definitely seems like some lesser.
Some charlatans.
Might
Possibly,
explain
yes.
some of the gods we know.
It's also hard to read some of it, but most of it says some favor the mortals, some don't. Some will even offer boon if you worship them like God. But it plainly states that they are not true gods. The gods we know are the gods we still know. Taragnus, Geed, Ord seem to be in that mix. This Titania, we are still trying to figure that out, and borderline if she's an actual deity or, as the book says, a patron, pretending to be a deity, but holds great power. Maybe the gods bless certain creatures with certain gifts, or maybe it's the aftermath of something unexplained that we know is unclear.
For our sake, we only seek those who are a threat to us.
When it comes to gods or pretender gods, they're all potential threats in my book.
In these stories where the mortals killed the pretender gods, did they have any special weapons on them?
Vials of acid.
It's rough to say, but they did have help with either other beings or possible other artifacts.
Oh, I gotta have more than a flask of acid for this one.
Most likely.
Most definitely.
Is Mugdalblub one of... Is he usually spoken of as a god, or one of these potentially false gods, these pretenders?
I have traversed the book and we barely scratched the surface of deciphering his name. And if it is what we think it is, then it is mentioned way more than once in this book. And it is concerning, but again, it's going to take some more time. Since Alora's excursion, I've been essentially at a standstill and only learned what I'm assuming are coordinates to a location of Bittermold or possibly Mugdalblub. I'm not sure. The translation gets kind of rough.
That's where we go.
Yes, and if that sign we heard with the light was correct, then
We can go learn as much as we can and perhaps come back and decide.
There is something else. While we were exploring underneath this keep, we found the water underneath this keep opens up to Finnemere Lake. There's an underground passage that essentially leads to the river that leads to Finnemere Lake. Obviously, we can't traverse through that, and he looks at Alora. We've tried to cross the lake 3 times. 3 times we found debris and one survivor who died immediately and only mentioned horrors. He was mad, couldn't barely understand. He kept repeating, don't go in the water. And since then, we never have. He made mention of finding one of the other ships or the remains of the other ship in pieces before he floated back to shore with his madness, and then somehow traversing through the woods to the gate before dying, and this is the only word we've heard from one of the guards who found him wandering towards the gate. Since then, we have never traversed the lake again. You have an opening to the river, which we believe is how that Bogthorn came here.
We have an entrance through the river.
Yes.
But if there's something in the river that's destroying ships.
I will say the entrance to the underground will not hold a ship the sizes that we've put out. I am confident, but confidence can mislead you to ruin sometimes, as pride is before a stumble. But I do feel that it probably is either too big to traverse into the river and under whatever is in the lake. The ships we set out were big. They were completely destroyed by the account of our lost scout.
Can we go around the lake to get to Bittermold Keep?
Elora, portal us there.
He looks at Alora. I have not been there.
Oh.
I cannot teleport without great tragedy, and since everything I know about the magic since the gloaming has become what it is, I dare not transport.
Perhaps sending big ships is a mistake. They are too big, too obvious. Perhaps going small.
Something clearly attracted, so you might be right.
Going
Maybe.
small unnoticed.
It's quite possible.
But could we go around like Mrs. Redcap asked?
Yes, if you head east and head north, we know somewhat there is the lake basically just circles back up to where we surmise where you all came from. This Night Haven Harbor actually pinpoints kind of close to the river. If we were to be able to cross this river, I want to say we might be able to make it, but I have to decipher more of this book of Dirk. Dirk, as you notice, has just kind of been quietly sitting, just kind of taking it all in. Another thing, Alora has informed me that you've seen this obelisk that might be a conduit to the Fey Realm.
It's not too far off the road between here and Wardenwood.
I've seen the map.
No, we've seen the obelisk in person.
From a safe distance.
Before we do anything else, guys, does anyone know any friendly flying creatures? Eagles, dragons that could give us a ride somewhere?
Alora and Bauer look at you when you speak of the mention of dragons. And in unicism, no.
Okay, all right. It was just a thought.
Unison.
What unison? What'd I say?
In
Unicism.
Okay, what? Okay.
But I couldn't remember the word.
In unison.
In
Yeah.
unison.
Yeah. Seems like we just should have just to go for it.
Just travel around the side the long way. Follow the lake edge around.
Yeah. Travel around it.
How much food would we need?
How long is the journey around it, perhaps?
Days, for sure.
Days.
We came somewhere from there
Yeah.
decades ago.
So
and
it's faster to go through the water.
if you could make it, we tried 3 times to get across, see what was on the other side, and we've only met ruin.
Wow.
There is clearly something powerful in the water, and we have no idea what it is. It could be a creature, it could be a ward for all we know.
Well, like I said, you traveled big. Perhaps if we travel small, we should be able to avoid it.
Can we risk our lives on that? Because if it doesn't matter the size, then we're just gonna die on a boat. What if it's a ward or just really terrible storms in the middle? I mean,
I think I could sail my way through that in a small.
It's a pretty big lake.
We could try to do the best of both worlds. We could, instead of going straight through the lake, we could go along
Skim around the edges.
edge of the lake. We get the speed of that transport, and if we need to bail, we can get to the shore quickly.
That is correct. We don't have to cut across.
I would rather
Yeah.
stay near the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes slightly bit longer, but you always have an exit.
And not as long as walking.
Yeah. Staying near shores is an exit. And if we stay small and quiet, we shouldn't be able to, we should at least not attract the attention of whatever is destroying large ships.
Softly paddle. Vern, can you softly paddle?
I could try for sure. I mean, I've never been on a boat in Sinna, and he's got more experience than I do, and he points to Val.
Spell would be our captain.
I will do my best, and I think I can keep us quiet.
If we actually want to do this, I don't ever want to be far from the shore. That's the only way I'll go, is if we can see it the
Of
whole
course.
time. All right. Well,
We keep it in our eyesight.
It's all well and said, but we don't have the means to make a boat, and it'd clearly take a...
We just need a small.
Do we have trees? As long as we have trees, we can make a boat.
gonna take time, for sure.
We don't need a big boat. We just need a small raft.
Or a canoe.
Yep. Just
Four.
big enough to hold 4 of us.
oh, the size of 3 people, maybe. I don't take much room.
Yeah. So 3.5.
Yeah, well, I'm a whole person. But
Yeah. We need to stay as small as possible.
He looks at Alora. Durek goes, I mean, I guess, could start, but you're looking probably about a month in. Like, we're going to have to go to the water, start building there. Because, are we going to build a boat here at the keep and then transport it across to the river to make it? That's like at least half a day just to get to the river. And then we have to secure it
that sounds
and then chop down a bunch of trees. And does anyone here know how to make a boat?
you probably just carve out a fallen tree until it looks like a boat, I imagine.
For a small boat?
We put a line we take the fallen tree, put a line of oil on the top, carve out a little niche, then burn that oil, and then you keep doing that again and again and again. Then you got a little canoe.
Have you,
Pretty good seals on it.
have you made one before, Mrs. Redcap?
No.
Oh, okay.
Laura chimes in. For a small one, it'll at least take about the 10 day. That's if everything goes swell. The experts and all that. Otherwise, I'd probably double it. Maybe even 2.5, 10 days.
Is there any amount of distance you could teleport us to give us a
Without
start?
knowing anywhere.
like even to the lake? Or
Along the road beside the lake.
She pauses for a moment.
I'm not quite sure how it works.
I haven't been there, and she looks at Bauer. In many years, it might not be the same. Bauer starts shaking his head and puts up a hand. Absolutely not. Unfortunately, this will have to be by foot. You can make a boat and we can lend some aid, but like she says, it's going to take time. I cannot risk a teleportation to some unknown or even to known that is now unknown. You can end up in a volcano for all we know, or in a sinkhole, or underground, or in a den of thieves, a den of wolves, who knows, bears, or dragons.
What do you
Understood.
recommend? Our options are thin. Anybody?
Well, we
We walk or we swim.
Oh, I don't like swimming.
Durek pops up. Whoa! So you're trying to get the what was you're trying to get the bitter mold? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, you don't even know where it's at, and they just start scratching the surface. Bauer steps in. We know it's across the lake. At least that everything that Alora sensed just kind of all makes sense. Where exactly might be in this book, but it's gonna take at least a day or two.
We can at least scout it out, get some eyes in the area.
It's far. Talking about several days, probably several 10 days.
Oh dear.
So walking to it takes 10 days around the lake.
A couple 10 days, which is
20
like
days.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can hold that many rations.
Then-
That's leaving from Wardenwood. We could get you back to Wardenwood, obviously, but there's a lot of things in between that I would say give us a day and maybe we can decipher
All right.
this actual location.
Then take your time and tell us what you find.
But if you do want to make a boat, like I said, that'll probably take a week, 10 days. Durek pops up. All right, how about this? Give us a day. Go be with your families and friends. Let us, I guess, try to find the location of this Bittermold keep. He kind of snickers and looks down. It would be nice to see where my ancestors came from. But if the tales are true, that is probably nothing what it was back in the day. Bauer steps in. No doubt, treachery is nothing from the east to the north. And if what we know is true, what seems to be true, just trying to cross the lake is nothing but treachery and death.
Or we can give you the time to do your research. Meanwhile, we can go investigate the obelisk.
He looks at Alora. Would you be up for that? But that also means if you're doing that, you can't scribe more. Laura looks around, gathers her thoughts. I could probably decipher the rest of this tonight, at least for location. If we wish to test fate, Tanya, and check that out, it is of high interest, as I've been delving largely into that. But I should be able to get this, and if you really wish to traverse to this obelisk, it'll just slow the other information down. But I am highly intrigued with the obelisk. It is up to you, Bauer. He turns to y'all. Honestly, it's up to y'all.
Well, she doesn't have to come with us. We can go to the obelisk
I have to go with you.
and transcribe the writings for you. If you wish to come with us, that's fine too.
I'd wish to see this. If you go, you do not know what you're doing. Or maybe you do. Maybe luck bestes you and you figure out what and how. Or maybe you explode the realm. Who knows?
All right. We will gather as much information and then...
Durek stands up. What is clear to me is we're not going to figure anything out squabbling over this. Look, you all just came, and it's great to see you all. Be with your friends, take the night, and let us, and he looks at Bauer and Alora, let us figure out the script. If we can find this location, I want to know where my family resides, or where they did at least. Maybe there's some secrets that I don't know that's locked in there. There has to be. Let us figure that out if we can, and then we can have talks of going to this obelisk or crossing the lake or venturing off further into the ShadowDark and around the lake, or however the hells you wish to get to this bitter mold. But
Right.
I think we should know the location first.
All right.
At this outburst, you see Bauer just look incredulously at Durek before going back to this more, what you all recognize as a more stern, professional, for lack of a better term, demeanor of himself. I have to agree with Durek. Take your time, see your friends, family, be well.
All right. We wish to help. You let us know how to proceed.
You all leave Durek Bittermold's house. What would you all like to do?
I guess we go back to Guide's restaurant.
Yeah, Geed's Bounty.
Guide's Bounty
He's a
restaurant.
restaurant.
Yeah, because, we were about to bust out some food and stuff.
Yeah,
And
get
just
to,
hang out with
get to partying.
Easy enough. You see, it's now starting to get a little bit later in the day, and it's getting a little more lively as people recognize y'all's presence and start to kind of be more cheery. You see some bards come up and start playing some more music, and it's starting to get more lively here. And you regale them with your tales, and they tell you about, like, some nonsense here and there, and what they kind of guess, and tell some tall tales of what they think Bauer, Durek, and Alora's been doing. And you kind of laugh at it and throw your own little 2 cents and jokes here and there.
Is the Red Cap not going to check out your hut?
Yeah, later on in the evening, I guess
Get some food?
I could check that out. She hasn't been to her cauldron in a while. That's her main goal. No.
Let us enjoy all this meal. Look at this new building. Amazing.
Love it so much.
Come on, Durgeon. Fill up the table.
Yes, of course. Yes, more mead.
What was it called? Shune's Bounty?
No, absolutely not. Geed's Bounty.
Okay.
Guide's
all right.
Bounty. I require a lot of cheese.
Oh, cheese is splayed out. Everyone's having
Hit
a
me,
merry
Durgeon.
time. You notice that this is probably the most bountiful feast you've seen in a minute.
It brings a tear to Tobin's eye.
Like, whatever is going on here, like, there's more pies than you've ever seen in the entirety of you being here. And you've had festivals where, like, you probably have like 30 pies at some time. There's like they're pulling pies out of like storage, which is unheard of at
Yeah.
this point.
There's just so many pies.
It was like Tally just went on a binge of making pies and other like desserts and stuff, just because everyone wanted their own pie. And it's like, well, have 4, have 5, have 10. You know, it is insanely bountiful, and you're all having like just a great time.
That's awesome.
Miss Redcap.
She was gonna go to her cauldron eventually.
Oh, okay, later then. Yeah.
Not really any big plans. Gonna try to go back to her old habits, I guess.
Just
You don't want to try and meet up with Jordan Bittermold.
She's already
she's already in bed. So.
she misses her cauldron more than anybody
Yeah.
else, to be honest. So she's just gonna try.
She didn't have cauldron action in a long time,
Right.
so
That's true.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, easily done. Go there, have your little cauldron time.
It's important.
Boy, yeah, witches gotta like keep their cauldron skills up.
Brush up on your cauldronism.
Bask in the fumes.
Bask in the intoxicating newt's eye and troll toes.
That's bubbles top.
Yeah.
Got some troll toes to boil.
You didn't bring the toes with you.
No, they're either. Mary's still got them.
Big mistake.
Yeah, if you guys got nothing y'all want to do, we can skip to the next
Yeah,
day.
we're just gonna party it out all night
Yeah.
and then sleep.
We're gonna hang out with Durgeon and Tally and the gang, and we're all gonna
Yeah, it's like-
regale them of our tales. And
And they soak up so much of everything y'all say. Even few onlookers are like, you guys are basically like even the bards who are there playing, they'd be paying attention to like a moment in your tales where like the music just stops and you have everybody's eyes and attention, especially when you tell them about the Tobin maneuver.
oh my god,
Whether you tell it or Vern jumps in or even Val, just gonna like, and he did the Tobin maneuver again and it was slid in and blah blah blah, and they're just like, everyone's just like so intense.
in the revelry, in the moment, even Tobin, he'll hop up on his chair and like strike a pose, show him,
He
show him how
actually
he did it.
stood underneath a big troll and just slammed him into the sack.
And Vern like even like real quick while you're like doing that, like shoots arrow like half speed, like you're just holding, you know, your mug, whatever,
Yeah.
just to give it more effect, a spark hitting and like and the people just cheer, and it's just nonstop, all that revelry going on. And you know, people try to tell you tales that don't even like, you know, come close, but like you're just happy to hear them at the same time. And other than that, yeah, your all night goes fantastic. Sun rises and the new day. Y'all make your way eventually back to Durek's house and have a similar meeting where you see Bauer pacing back and forth. Thank you all for coming back, obviously. We have learned the whereabouts of this Bittermold Keep, and it is further north than we have kind of feared. If we were to cross the lake from here, it would be easier and faster to get to. But everything being told about this, it's heavily guarded. And the lake, we still don't know what is guarding the lake. If there's a way to cross this river, it would be easier to manage. But it is directly east from here.
What are our options?
Your best bet would be go back to Wardenwood, head east as your friend Urix did. Once you cross the bridge, head north. And when you get to a point, if you were to follow the river all the way around back up to the north to basically the center of the lake, and then head north from that where Bittermold Keep is. You might have to cross the river on the other side, though. It's shorter, so it'd be easier to traverse, hopefully. But that is treacherous.
We have to heavily rely off of catching our food. We can't carry that many rations, I don't think.
We don't have any horses, chariots, nothing.
Steak would be nice though, along the way.
Well, we hunt. There'll be no different.
Well, assuming there's things to hunt out there, and not just monsters. And
We got the two best scouts in the keep right here.
That's right.
Me and Val.
If there is anything to be eaten, we'll find it.
if there's nothing to be eaten,
We'll find it.
Oh dear.
There is always something to be eaten.
The wilds are the wilds for a reason.
Yeah.
There's always something out there. Hunting or being hunted.
Just hope we're not only being hunted.
I get that.
Then it is our destiny to go that way.
We have had a crazy, tremendous amount of luck recently.
Well, if we get to go this way, then we might catch up with our old friend.
It would be nice to see him again. Make sure he's doing all right.
Oh, we follow in his tracks.
You could still cross the river, but there is a stretch of forest that is extremely dangerous. You'd have to build a boat, which we surmise would probably take a week to build a small boat enough to get across the river. Then there's about 4 or 5 miles of forest, more treacherous than probably what you would go through if you left from Wardenwood, but you will get there in a shorter time. Or you traverse through the east from Wardenwood, but you'll be way south and we'll have to cross the bridge and then start heading north around the lake, which will take probably a 10-day or 2 or more. Who knows what's on the other side there. But that treachery was still pretty treacherous. But from what Alora has sensed and through the transcriptions and for all the years that's been passed since this book has been passed to Durek, all signs. He takes a moment, gives a half-hearted smirk, looks up at all of you, makes sure he looks at each and every one of you in the eye. All signs mark death. Honestly, no matter which way you take. But the choice is still up to you. Or you could take Alora here and go to this obelisk, see what you can surmise from it, or go yourselves to this obelisk. Maybe you can figure it out by your own.
Choices.
I will
None of them is good.
give you this one guarantee, though, not to sway you in either way you wish to take, but I can get you back to Wardenwood. Obviously, and he points to Laura, the way you came. And just know, and Laura pipes up, doing this will cost me time. I can probably get back, zip you back here and back, but if I don't, for whatever reason, if I don't pass my spell check, then that's days added to me deciphering and giving more information. And I can, actually, maybe I do this. And she looks at each and every one of you and looks at you, Val. I'll let you know what I know when I know.
Most appreciated. I will take that.
It's a one-way communication. If and it has happened before, get tingle, I will assume you're dead and your party is lost, and we'll have to go from there. And she looks to Bauer. But if you are stood there and hear my message, hopefully it'll aid you, whichever path you take.
It seems all the paths are treacherous. If we are going, might as well take the shortest, because none of them seems to be safe. Might as well take the shortest route and deal with it.
Go to Wardenwood and go east, or?
No, the shortest route was the one through the woods.
Would be to make a boat and cross the river to get to the other side.
Yeah.
The closest way to get to Bittermold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well do that.
Build a boat? I mean, if we go from Wardenwood east, there's a small chance we run into Urix, and
Do you want to do that?
I mean, all of it sounds dangerous. I'm just trying to lay out the pros and cons. There's so many options.
Laura pipes up. I could tell you now, if you decide to go to the boat, I cannot, she sighs heavily, I cannot see past. There is a heavy fog to Bittermold.
Then let's take the Wardenwood route.
Everything I know tells me that is extremely treacherous. Not impossible, but still treacherous. You have to choose. Do you want to go across and do the hard work? Or do you want to buy yourself more time? But in a sense, they both got you time because we got to build a boat and that's going to take time.
Then let's go to Wardenwood. Let's take the Urek route.
See if we can find him along the way.
Perhaps.
It says the DM, not to persuade, I don't know, coming off a certain way, but basically, if you want to, mechanically speaking, cross the river, I'm basically going to be doing checks like every round for encounters, as opposed to going the other way through the Urix way.
Might vary.
It'll just take longer. You might bump into stuff that may or may not help you.
Or starve to death.
Or yeah, I mean, you can leave Waterwood and die. I mean, technically, you can just leave.
Yeah, we can leave.
You can leave right now. So, I guess that's a bad example. Anyway, not to sway you in any one way or another, but just trying to throw that mechanic out there.
Yeah.
Mrs. Redcap, Vern.
The ball, as they say, is in your court.
Go the Urix route. We can at least map out the area much better. We were warned about that bridge.
We were. And the lake and the woods and everywhere.
So,
Treachery
if
is
we-
everywhere.
if we gotta go to dangerous places, I'd rather have an ally. Maybe somewhere around the area.
I have 2 slots open. I'm gonna buy more rations.
That's a good idea.
If that's what you choose, Laura will be more than obliged to get you back to Wardenwood.
Let's do that.
So the obelisk you don't wish to check out? I'm hearing correct? We will get to it, but that's going to take a lot of time. Our business here is to decipher the books and the further of this keep, Tanya's statue. And while we have the conduit to speak to either Titania or whoever is on the other side who seems to be speaking for Titania, allegedly.
Alora, let me ask you a question.
She looks at you.
Which one is your priority? Do you wish us to check out the obelisk or pursue Wardenwood, if you have a choice right now?
It is pertinent to me to gather as much information as I can right now. You are better equipped for an enemy if you know everything about your enemy. I wish to stay here in Titania's Tower, Hope's Keep, whatever you wish to call it now.
But if you had the choice to send us to do one mission,
Send
would you send us to investigate the obelisk, or would you
Snickers.
send us to Wardenwood?
Possible your studies here will reveal more about the obelisk anyways.
That is true. I cannot answer this question, for you are all your own individuals, and time is of the essence. From this, even if it is from the Fae, and if it is Titania's trick again, this ominous voice that told you the realms are not watching, it is most disturbing. It also justifies the clock on this realm, the ticking time bomb that is our home. So yes, we should disperse efforts. Although I do wish to check this obelisk, it seems to be at the very least a backup plan. If the whole world goes to the hells, maybe we can escape if what I read is true. But I need to know more, and I cannot do that all in one day. If you want to traverse to this Bittermold Keep, I do feel there are secrets there, and if what you say is true from this voice from the gods or whoever it may albeit be, then maybe the answer is there the whole time. Either way, I must stay here. I feel obelisk could probably wait. The answers are probably at this keep. If you wish to venture to it and expedite that, you will get no fight from me. If you want my help from it, you're going to have to wait.
Urix route. Let us go. It is final.
Oh, I suppose you want me to take... Yes, please take them back here. Save us at least a day or two. She sighs. Get the provisions ready and meet me at the town center in an hour.
See you there.
She nods. Bauer stops, looks at Durek. Durek, there is a weird kind of awkward stare between the two before Durek kind of stands up. Yes, you all are dismissed. And I hope your choice that you make here today bears fruitful. And thank you for everything. I cannot tell you how much you all know how much you've helped this community and me myself. Yeah, you're all dismissed. Sorry. And we have work to do.
I'll give a little bow before exiting.
Vern follows suit. Y'all make your way out. If you got anything, last things to do, now's the time to do it before.
I got my rations.
I'd like to go to the blacksmith, I guess.
Tabertique.
Yeah,
Make your way to Tabbertique. You see the familiar door.
try to open the door.
Yeah, so it's unlocked. You open it and you see Tabbertique seems to be in the middle of pushing some metal with some tongs into some hot coals.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Tabertique. Do you have
Oh,
any-
you southern me lass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you, Miss Redcap. Ahoy. Oh, well, what can I do for you?
do you have any axes?
Of course, I got axes on the walls. Which, yes.
How much is an axe?
Oh, you know, that's great because I have a ledger right here as I pull the core rulebook.
That
Look
is
up
the
how much it
ledger.
is. All right, they just have a great axe for 10 gold
Oh,
pieces. Are you looking just for like a regular
yeah,
hatchet
wood
axe?
yeah.
I will say a regular hatchet would probably be, I would say a gold. A gold
Gold?
for a regular hatchet axe, finely made, that does about a d6 of damage.
Yeah, I'll do a
One axe, 2 torches, and some rations.
Okay. Y'all ready to make your way back to Wardenwood?
Yeah,
yeah.
walking towards the center of town to meet with Alora. I'm gonna look over towards the newly updated temple tent, now Geed's Bounty. I'm gonna see Durgeon in there, Tally in there, and they're all, talking over pies or serving pies, and I'm gonna just kind of stare, smile, nod, and then
Dirge looks at you and just as he's like talking to a customer and just kind of notices you and just kind of like gives you a wave,
I'll give him a little nod. I'll just
totally
Quiet.
blissfully unaware that you're about to leave.
Yep. On the most dangerous mission yet. And yeah, I won't go over there. I'll leave it as it is. Kind of capture the memory of it and its new bounty.
Some dirt from the ground. Just rub my hands in it.
Take a little home with you.
Probably that's the last time I'll see it.
All right. Redcap, would you like to?
Burn your hut down.
Time to move on.
She saw Tabertique since she's got her. She's feeling good. Got her stuff ready to go for her trip.
She's got a backpack the size of a building.
Happy, just happy to have a full load of gear.
Mr. Redcap bouncing along in your hat.
Oh, I meant to say this way earlier.
Uh-huh.
I totally forgot. When you were throwing the bones at Wardenwood,
Yeah.
that he was gonna come through your window or whatever and come back, but you get reunited basically.
Mhm.
Because I that bothered me and I don't know, we were busy. But yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Mr. Redcap is always there, and he's never
He's
there.
back.
You all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He says an incantation. This is going to be embarrassing. Oh, thank God. That would have been embarrassing if she failed that. 19
Nice.
to spellcast plus all of her bonuses, which I'm not going to say
Keep it a mystery.
for reasons. You don't know what level she's at? Because, by the way, if you get spell scrolls, apparently, you can cast them still.
Even higher level
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm pretty sure. And I might have to check that.
As long as you have the scroll.
But from my understanding, yeah.
So
But
Mrs.
anyway, that has
Redcap
nothing
was
to do,
looking
yeah.
for in the hag's hut.
Where's that fireball?
Are they one-time use? Like,
Scrolls, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. She does an incantation and a familiar portal pops up and she says, through.
And I'll step through.
And before you walk in, she stops. Do what you say you will. I am not going with you.
Understood.
And let's go and let you all walk through. You all follow suit. And when you step through, you feel this sense of you feel like the whole world just shift upside down for feels like a fraction of a second, but also at the same time an eternity before shifting back, and then you just step through and you're back to the center of Wardenwood. And you all stand there, and it's about mid-morning. You see people getting their stuff ready to go with a sense of I guess direction of where you guys are gonna head. And that's where we're gonna leave off.
Nice.
That was intense.
Very story, lore, and dialogue heavy.
Yeah, that's a very enriching
That was very
dialogue
That was
episode.
very stressful. It's like too many choices. Everybody's tugging the other way. I was getting like confused and
Couple-
stressed out. It was like
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
make a decision.
It's
Literally, I couldn't.
Emotional moments in there too. We had a funeral for a guy.
No, I was trying to be strategic, and I was like, okay, I'm not sure about the obelisk. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about anything.
Yeah, there's
It's like you literally painted a picture that was like really confusing.
I'm giving you a big option, and honestly, this zine is very sandboxy, so I'm leaving a lot up to you. And but I mean, by all means, let you all play your characters how you want and lead the way.
I tried to go with it that way.
I was full on like, let's go across the river.
Yeah.
Hell, go across the lake. You know,
I was thinking about it as like hunting, trying to go for the biggest fish.
Right.
What you say makes sense. I mean, the shortest route too.
Yeah. I was trying to go for the biggest fish. But that was good. It was very cinematic.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Let us know in the comments what you think. Where should they go next?
Did we make the right decision?
Did we build a boat?
Should we build a boat?
Yeah.
You can still technically, just say, hey, we're at Wardenwood. There's more resources here. And,
Let's build a boat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We're gonna fight something next episode.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some battle. Definitely.
Yeah.
Probably more likely.
Yeah.
You mean we gonna get hurt next episode?
Her.
Someone's gonna die.
We're always fishing for that TPK. Just kidding. Thanks everybody for listening to Tabletop Diaries. Again, hit us up on the socials. We're pretty terrible at that. I'm pretty terrible at that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down on whatever you're listening to, the comments below, YouTube, Spotify. Always email us at tabletopdiary@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.
We're bad at the socials, but we guarantee that we answer any of your questions.
And we are trying to keep true with the rules. Of course, we're, doing our thing. So we're always open to ears. Our ears are always open to your input because we're learning this game and hopefully you're learning this game or at least helping us learn this game. And we'd love to hear your feedback. So let us know. Again, thank you for listening and stay tuned for more ShadowDark.